the fuck was I gonna talk about? I guess I'll talk about. I was gonna talk about VR, but I don't feel like discussion is gonna be much about that other than the fact that hey, Half-Life Alex is good, and we get like a one game every 10 years. All this shit. I don't know how you feel. How you feel about state of VR?
A little disappointing in terms of the games that have
Yeah,
been put
preach,
out.
preach.
You know, I think they don't. I think remaking old like games like four, trying to do a VR twist on it, a little bit half-assed, something like
They're all
dude, super hot,
half-assed.
huh?
They're all half-assed, including Super Hot. I hate to say it, but it doesn't feel like a full game.
No, for sure. Yeah, it for sure doesn't feel like a full game, but I
That
think
goes for most, like I would say, like 99.9% of VR games. They don't feel like full games.
yeah, but the what VR brings and how you get to experience a game, I think that's what games like Super Hot bring to the table. It's fun as hell, dude. Even if the game's repetitive, the levels are like, it's not too complicated.
It's just
You
not
do have
worth
to
it.
stop and
A
move.
three-digit peripheral price and climbing. 4 digits if you're going on like a Steam index.
Yeah, for sure. I do wish they had something super hot more readily available, like at arcades or something.
I'm waiting for the, the sunglasses. Give me the light shit. Wireless sunglasses. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know how
Yeah,
far we are. Probably like 10 years, 10, 20. I don't know. Give me that shit. Cause like this big thing that like just weighs your head down. You know what I mean? It's just.
yeah,
I think that's it's a big thing holding it back. I'd say.
for sure. Well, not ideal. Not ideal having all that shit on just to play it. Having the two controllers, dude. I personally get dizzy after a while, so I don't know what the fuck you do. You
No,
know?
I get dizzy too. It's weird.
Yeah.
But anyways, we agree too much on that topic, so fuck that topic. We're gonna say let's talk about trilogies. What is your favorite trilogy of all time? Movie trilogy.
Favorite movie trilogy?
So we can argue about it
She.
and why it's wrong.
Uh, I know it's kind of changed over the years, dude. Like I feel used to be Back to the Future, like it's definitely not Back to the Future anymore. Uh,
Yeah.
at this point though, like I think it's kind of hard. I
I'm
think
nostalgic for three, but I can see what people mean when it's like, what the fuck happened with three?
yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think really of something that's really great because I was never on that Star Wars hype. I think the Western trilogies are cool, but I don't view them as a trilogy. The No
Yeah,
Name
they're a
trilogy.
little they're a little isolated.
Yeah.
You know, like not interconnected real well.
Yeah, and I definitely don't dick ride The Godfather.
Yeah, it's not IMB 250 shit. I'm kind of sick about talking about all the fucking Fight Club and Godfather and all that.
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah,
Yeah.
again, I am. Yeah, Morgan Freeman's very good at his job. Yes,
For sure, dude. Like I'm
it's like Coldplay. The fucking people have been a song. Well, I get it. Well, let's get a new song. Let's get into some new movies.
get some new jams, damn it. Uh yeah, dude, like not into Star Wars, not into
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like those big trilogies that
Men in
everybody
Black.
goes through. Yeah, the Men in Black, yeah. Fuck, dude. I think it's
Not in
tough.
Lord of the Rings.
I see like Lord of the Rings is one I feel like I gotta watch.
Yeah, I every time I've tried, I'm just like, God damn it! It's like
You're
it
not
takes
down
a
for it?
while to get started.
Yeah, the adventure comes later. Shit's what trilogy do you have in mind? Because I'm having a hard time saying like, hey, all three of them are great. You know?
Oh, well, there's only one answer, and you didn't bring it up once.
Yeah.
Pusher trilogy. Oh, Frankie.
Oh, Franke! Oh, Franke! Oh, Franke!
No, with the Pusher trilogy, like it's just I like really love crime dramas myself, and like there's like just something so like unsensational, or I don't know if that's the word, non-sensational about those movies and Grounded
Yeah.
and how it explores crime. It's not so much as hey, look at this motherfucker's doing cocaine. It's like doing drugs is just part of the pusher's job, or the pusher's life essentially.
Yeah.
So it doesn't it's not it's filmed in a very like Dogma 95 way, where it's just handheld camera following this motherfucker around day in his life. Um, and the reason why I think it's like best trilogy is because it's like they're all 10 out of 10 movies, and they're all 10 out of 10 movies isolated from one. Yeah, you give me that look,
10
all
out of
you.
10?
Yeah, yeah. When's the last time you watched them shits?
Dude, it's been a minute, bro. It's over 10
Revisit them,
years.
revisit them shits because like I
10 out of 10
yes,
each?
I think so, bro. Even it's isolated from one another, which what I mean is like you can watch fucking Pusher 2 without watching the others and like get some out of it. You'll get more out of it if you go in order, of course.
Yeah.
And like that's the like it all three movies build because they all take place in a crime world of Copenhagen,
Mm.
90s, early aughts Copenhagen. And so like they put they'll there's a cast of characters that like maybe he won't have a small role in this movie, but he'll have a bigger role in the third movie. Or maybe he had a bigger role in the first movie and he's got a smaller role in the second movie. There's like
Right.
interconnectedness to it all,
Mm.
and there's no quality drop off in the Bush trilogy. It's all consistently good, I think. Like you get to the third one and you're not like, oh,
Yeah.
this shit sucks. I can tell when you don't agree with your boy.
Well, the whole idea of a trilogy, like all of them being bangers, maybe Lord of the Rings is the exception, but I haven't seen them to justify that. And even if I saw them, like, there's no guarantee that, hey, I loved every single one. Because even to say every one of those is a 10, I feel like that's craziness. That's saying like the first three songs of Kendrick's album, like they're all goats, they're all classics. Like, well, time will tell, bro. Like if they're really classics, or did they even earn that 10?
But they're just all really good, like crime drama character studies.
Yeah.
Like all three of the films there. And I don't. It's just I don't know. They're grittier films than a lot. I feel like Nicola's Winding Refn got too clean with a lot of his films. Like it
Too clean.
too not clean. Too like they look like they're shot very clean and very like
Oh, okay.
sanitized and like I composed it here, I put it here.
Yeah.
Whereas like there's like a fucking like I say like a Dogma 95 like just follow this dude around with this natural lighting and in
Yeah.
this dreary like Copenhagen like crime world and shit.
That dude stays exploring the criminal underworld, huh?
He loves it.
Yeah, I don't know if he's done something outside of that.
I mean, no, what's the Norse movie he did?
Oh, that's right. That's right. But yeah, that's one of like a catalog that's filled with, you know what I mean?
I get you.
Yeah, for sure though. Yeah, no, that's tough, dude. I guess I'll argue the opposite where trilogies, a good trilogy, like man, that's damn near impossible, dude.
Batman Nolan?
Oh man, he came close, dude. But even then,
Did he come close though? I feel like in
yeah,
order to come close, that third movie would have to be a lot better than it is.
yeah, it would. But the first two
You
are
don't get points for
pretty
getting
good swings.
66% of the way.
This one- Dude,
As
that's
soon
a
as
hell
they
of a
go to the mayor in that
66, though, dude.
they go as soon as they go to the mayor in that bar, the movie shits the bed onward.
And the third one,
Yeah.
where to go to the mayor at that
Like
bar.
there's a whole convoluted plot
Ah,
about he's kidnapped and
that's
like
right.
she goes to the bar. Because it's like once you lose, like like streamlined Dark Knight was. Dark Knight goes
Yeah,
fast, but you can follow it as long as you're paying attention.
yeah.
Whereas like that one, that scene fucking loses you immediately. It's like what the fuck's going on? It's like a double cross. It was a staged kidnapping, but why did he
All
stage the
right.
kidnapping? And it's like you're like you get tripped up on that, like knowing what the fuck went on there, and then
Uh,
like you're kind of like catching up for the rest of the year. It's at least how I felt about it.
mm,
And like, of course, that's not the only thing wrong with it.
yeah,
It's just I don't know. The villains are lackluster.
right. What's that for?
Bane,
Agul or yeah, no Bane, but the daughter of like
Talia al Ghul, and
yeah,
her famous death speech.
yeah. Yeah, Bane was all right. It's interesting. I think the voice is like it's fun. It's fun
Nolan
to
doesn't know how
mimic,
to
dude.
mix movies.
Fun to hear, huh? He's
Nolan doesn't know how to mix movies.
doesn't know how to mix movies, and I don't know why.
What's that? An IMAX theater, just me in an IMAX theater, and I tuned it just to my ears. And I thought that dialogue was too intelligent, so I had to turn the mix up on.
Yeah, and,
Quickly.
his approach is weird, dude. I don't know why he let a lot of that shit go in the action scenes. You think like with the way people reshoot movies, they would kind of clean things up, or at least hire a individual that's proficient in directing action, like the raid dudes, right? You know how they were used in like other shit just for action.
Yeah,
Like shit, dude.
John
Like
Wick and whatnot.
yeah, you make movies and then people go, hey, like I kind of like the flow and the movement of your shit. Come instruct us for a cool second. Like I think that's wild, dude. Like they're able to build their own shit and people see that talent, dude. Like it's so fucking rare. But
I got you. I got you.
yeah, trilogies are hard and maybe it's hard to pull
So
off.
you don't have an ideal trilogy.
I'm like, cause Back to the Future falls in the same
Nah,
section.
he-
Well, like I said, dude, like I'm not gonna be like Godfather's the dopest shit or The Matrix is the dopest
well,
shit.
because those trilogies suck. I just mean you don't have one in your back pocket where it's like, yeah, The Land Before Time 1, 2, 3. That's my shit right
That's
there.
dude. That's when I wish I had even a cringe one to be like, fucking yeah, exactly. Beverly Hill
So my
Ninjas or something.
conclusion for Pusher is the best trilogy. Frank,
you fucking mind.
Pushers are good movies, but trilogy, shit.
Well, you gotta rewatch them. You said
I got
how
it. Yeah,
long has it been? Were you like in your teens? Was it high school era when you watched them shits? Last?
that was like college years. I'd say probably like 2011, 2012, probably that time, dude. When we were like, hey, let's torrent the movies of the directors that we like now. So
Gotcha.
we watched Drive, and I think from there we're like, dude, let's check out more of his shit, right? And then that leads to a different rabbit hole for that director's work.
There's a lot of you wouldn't think like, oh, it's just a dumb crime movie. There's a lot of shit about there, like about I don't know, like I guess the human condition. When you're just rolling through the shit and it's like they're people. They're like likable. They're pieces of shit. But you see them like you see them be the moments where they're warm and they're like oh they're
Yeah.
warm. They're tender about something. Be it like their daughter or like
Mm.
their friendships and whatnot. Or maybe like Pusher Two when there's they have neither. They have neither like friends nor family to depend on type shit. But like they tackle more like it's more than meets the eye type shit, where it's like, oh, it's
Yeah.
just a bunch of three toxic ass dudes in the crime world and shit, saying a bunch of weird shit. But this is more, it's more to it than I don't know. Like all I'm saying is like you grow older, like movies, like you watch like shift in perspective and shit.
Yeah.
Them shits are 10 out of 10 as of now, dude.
Damn.
Take that shit to the bank as they say.
It just sounds like what you're explaining is the characters, their depth is explored in those movies, and it's just like, yeah, dude, like they're not anti-heroes, but they're a
No,
little
they
bit of
are. You
yeah,
like, cause you like, and like Tony Soprano, like you spend enough time with
right.
him to be like, oh, like he really does love his kids. He is still a piece of shit, but
Right. Yeah, and that's an interesting way to tell a movie where it's like the focus is ideally one character and like the depth of that character and like the good and the bad. And I think that's more relatable with the way we live our lives. And you meet people, dude, and sometimes they're pieces of shit, but you have to remember too is like, man, there's depth to that piece of shit anyways. Like, right? Like there's things that like, do bring out their warm and their bright side. They're more, empathetic or what have you. But shit, dude, the Pusher movies definitely sound like a good character explorations of, mixed in with like a lot of interesting chase sequences that happen on foot.
I
You
don't know
know,
how he got. I don't know how he did some of those chase sequences because like full stop traffic
shit.
with his low budget shit just to fucking
Yeah.
throw some brown sugar in a lake.
Shit, dude.
Anyways,
Reffing though.
let's rough in.
Yeah.
The name is Bootsy, baby. Swimming with game show.
Shut the fuck up, Bootsy. Hold up. Well, what'd you do this week?
What I
I'm
do.
sorry, Bootsy. I'm sorry.
I wanted to talk about the one video game I feel like I really played because we've talked about what I've done and what I played, dude, before. Because like you know me, like I'll get down with some Call of Duty, so like it makes no sense to talk about that shit. Like dude, even after the fact, I played Yu-Gi-Oh again. Again, makes no sense to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh for the 10th time. But like there's things that I've been
You're
going at.
activating my trap card over here.
Yeah,
pull the fucking some Yu-Gi-Oh shit. Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
Yeah. You gotta believe in the heart of the
Blue eyes,
cards,
white
brother.
dragon.
Yeah, but fuck, dude. With scary time scary time games, I didn't.
Spooky time.
Yeah.
This is gonna come out during Thanksgiving.
Yeah, exactly. I
How's
didn't.
that turkey, motherfucker? It's spooky time.
Hey, fuck it, dude. Spooky time never ends. Spooky time in cold months still works, I feel like. But whatever, dude. Spooky time games, I didn't play that many. I didn't get to Dead Space. I didn't get to Resident Evil
I'm taking
DLC.
your copy. You don't deserve it.
This guy stands off my fucking comment.
Read that face.
Hey,
You
dude.
gotta put the pod pistola to your head to make it play.
Yeah, like I was like, I'm gonna save it for Halloween time, and now I'm just like, damn, there's so many other games I wanted to try, but I gotta give it at
Play
least.
Duel, do wheel. Play an hour of this one, play an hour of that one.
Fuck, dude. I gotta definitely give it a shot, dude.
We gotta do wheel.
I definitely gotta try
Max
that
Payne
shit.
it with your spooky game.
Hit the Switch and then hit the PS5
I've
at the
hit my
same time.
mandated Max Payne reference for the episode.
We can move forward. But no, I played Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Obviously a fighting
the new
game.
one?
Yeah. So it's kind of like a fighting game like Smash Bros, except like it's trying to follow the canon or like the storyline of
Is it
the.
third person, 3D?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, it's first. Because you said Smash, I'm like, you know what I mean, 2D.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. It does. Yeah, it
I
is.
know how those Dragon Ball games, they really don't do much. The only one is Dragon Ball Z Fighters is the one I can think of that
Mm,
it's like a 2D fighter, but it's like some arena shit where it's like you fight them, you juggle, you get them in the air, juggle them and shit. You know,
yeah.
you rock them.
Yeah, I definitely didn't try.
You nuke them basically. You know how they love the nuke imagery in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, they definitely charged some shit up. It's just, he's going Super Saiyan, my word.
Everybody's dead around. He's
Every-
killed everyone by powering up.
Everybody's dead of
Wiped out the
radiation.
village.
He knocked out the village. Fuck, man. But yeah, no, the games are a little more dynamic. You fly around. The arenas are more, there's more movement in them. What?
Flying around. I'm just picturing
Yeah.
like very stiff, like I'm flying. Stiff animation.
Dude, like it's crazy, dude. Like I've never given this much time to like a fighting game uh in a while, and something like Dragon Ball Z like kind of got me into it. I think it's fun charging up, it's fun doing the energy moves, following the storyline. You can branch and take a different path. So if this happens in the story or in the manga, you can flip the script and have this character defeat the villain or
Script to flip, dude.
So, you made me
You
think
can
like
fight Vegeta.
did I say that shit? Huh? Yeah, for sure. Vegeta's like the first villain, the first arc.
I can hang.
Yeah.
I can hang with. How about that over 9,000?
Dude, it's just
Can I spend 3 seasons talking instead of fighting?
yeah, exactly. You get to the fucking point, but yeah, I've just messed with the main shit. Obviously, you can play online. I haven't tried that out. There's a lot of sweaty, so I don't want to do too much in that. You can set up your own fight. I think it's very interesting that you have the creative freedom to set up teams.
It's 1-on-1, right? There's no like 1v6 type shit.
Yeah, it is 1v1, but you can stack a team. So you can do like 5 versus 5 or 1 versus 5.
Is that fucking chaos? You do 5 versus? Because I'm assuming they're all on the battlefield at once.
No, they're not. They take turns.
Can you imagine how? I guess that makes sense though. Can you imagine
Yeah.
how fucking stupid that would be?
It does.
There's like 3 people on the map going Super Saiyan.
Yeah,
we're all dead.
There's some games that do shit like that, and even the Kakarot game, it lets you do like 2v2, like 3 computers and one. You're obviously the main player. But yeah, I was expecting something like that, something a little more chaotic, something a little more fun. But I was thinking about it. You know how we talked about John Woo and the idea of like there's honor in the samurai, and even with guns, dude, like
Gun fu.
gun fu, my friend. But yeah, dude, just having honor and even the gunfights where like not everybody's blasting. Sometimes it'll just be like an exchange among like the the main players in that conflict.
I'm just thinking Honor and John Woo and just picturing the times he's clapping. He's put 2 full clips into one man. At least he died on him. So his casket.
It's what his family would have wanted. Fucking hell. But yeah, dude, that's just Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It's just a super fun game. A lot of creative freedom to set up matches and set up what ifs, dude. Super dope. But another thing that I watched, just moving on from the games, because explaining it, Agatha All Along. It's kind of a weird show, dude. Where
It's
like,
Wednesday?
nah, I wish she was in it. But this Agatha All Along shit, she's a fun character in the WandaVision. They
Oh,
don't
it's Marvel
do
shit.
Yeah, Marvel shit. Yeah, my bad.
I didn't know. Fuck.
Hey,
Yeah, I guess.
yeah.
Is this the spun off? Watch that.
No, I can see why. I can see why. But yeah, she's just in WandaVision. She's like this witch, dude. It's Catherine Hahn.
Witch like Scarlet Witch?
Yeah, WandaVision. She's like she's supposed to be like the woman that teaches her how to
Okay.
how to go deeper into the
She's
powers.
got the red, red smoke power.
Yeah.
What they call it.
Well, she's got the purple one for because of the magic
Oh, okay.
she's using or whatever the fuck. But yeah, dude, it's just like
Shows
this.
what I know.
Well, it's been a minute.
There's
It's
too many characters.
yeah.
I don't remember what the fuck color bullshit comes out of your fingertips.
Yeah, dude, you had it right with red for Wanda, but yeah, I feel like she's a fun character. I think she worked in that series before, and I think the actress has this comedic ability and timing
Does
that
she have like a deadpan thing going on, or is she like a little more like vibrant? Is she
yeah,
like Deadpool, like snarky, like not meta, but like
yeah, no, that's a good question. No, I feel like there's a little more energy. She knows how to play and hit those notes. I don't know if it's a snarky like a Deadpool or like a Robert Downey. You know, um, I don't think she's like low key and like very sarcastic like a Aubrey Plaza. I think she can play like the energetic notes, dude, and like I think that's what her wheelhouse is. You remember Step Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so wait, like reverent raunchy stuff.
yeah, like remember she's like she
Okay, well,
corners.
I haven't seen stuff. I'm like,
I don't
it's
know.
one of those movies that like I haven't seen, but like everybody references all the
Oh
shit.
no shit, you never seen what? How come you never seen Step Brothers?
Yeah, it was because there was an era where I'm like, fuck all these comedies, fuck all these horror movies,
Oh
and
sure.
that was kind of that era for me where I'm like, all these, they're all trying to do Judd Apatow
Yeah.
badly and shit. And evidently I was wrong because everybody loves Step Brothers.
Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah. If you want to watch it and laugh, it deserves one shot. It's definitely better than like The Hangover. I feel.
It's no Freddy Got Fingered.
Yeah, I've never seen Freddy Got Fingered.
Man, I just remember like being like I don't know, 7 years old, and like our family had a cable box, and like it'd always do that shit where like Channel 47 had the new movie and it'd play it all weekend long.
Oh,
And then
right.
fucking all Freddy Got Fingered. Like this movie's fucked up. I shouldn't be watching it.
Fucking Tom Green,
Yeah, my bum is on your lips.
dude.
Anyways,
Fuck.
let's get the fuck away from that shit. But
Uh,
anyway, Aubrey Plaza. Wait, no, not Aubrey Plaza. An actress from Step Brothers.
yeah. I think she's just she can play those comedic
Is it
notes,
Cat?
man.
It's not. I'm trying to think of. She's like that guy actor, right?
Man, I think it's hard because I don't remember what else I can bring up with her as reference. Like if I type it in real quick.
It's not like something like Catherine. No, it's not Catherine. Hold on, I keep mixing up names. The woman from the love interest from 40-Year-Old Virgin. It's not her.
No, it's
Okay.
not her. What was she in? Fuck it. Yeah, she's in like these like all female casts, like Bad Moms. I doubt you watched that. A Bad Moms Christmas, dude. Yeah, it's. Oh, she was in Glass Onion and Knives Out.
Oh, both she was in. Interesting.
This girl. Not ringing any bells, huh?
Is she the daughter from
Maybe
the house?
in the Glass Onion one. I don't remember. The point is she's funny, dude.
Okay.
And I feel like she's not utilized correctly in this show, right? Like the 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 tone is kind of all over the place. Like the show could have done the character justice going to like the Salem witch trials, that kind of era, and having like real spooky times and having physical sets as opposed to CGI. Like it would have been great. Like I forget what that shit is that we read in high school, right? Like it's like ninth grade. They give you that like Salem witch trial bullshit ass
Daniel
literature.
Day-Lewis?
I think it might be that movie. But she's just super funny, and like the showrunner, I think like it's weird that they rewarded someone who didn't really you know I guess hit it out of the park with the WandaVision show, and
I thought you loved WandaVision.
it's interesting, but it,
I
it
thought
definitely goes in
everybody
different
loved
directions.
WandaVision.
I mean, it's definitely one of the best that Disney Plus has to offer, but when it's a bunch of meh quality, like what does that really say?
Damn, boy, I'm what you're saying is I made the right decision by watching the first episode and not continue.
Yeah, yeah, you're pretty good just doing that. Like there's nothing you're really missing. And
Everybody's happy. There's intrigue, but I don't have to see the bubble first.
yeah, exactly, dude. It's tough to see everything go downhill the way it's been, but
Man, you guys have given me shit for years for not finishing that fucking show.
hey, I mean,
I guess you wanted me to share in the pain.
yeah,
Misery love company ass motherfuckers.
fuck that shit. But it's just a tough show, dude. Like it makes you ask, why do they have this cast? Like it's a bunch of women, a bunch of witches, and like all of them are somewhat stereotypical. You know what I mean? Where like it's like the bald new age kind of girl, and like it's like this other like Asian
1800s?
witch. No, it's like more modern day. Like it's happening now. So like I'm saying I wish it took.
Okay.
I wish they set up the
Is
character
she like an old
like that.
timey-ish character?
Yeah.
Okay, is she like a fish out of water character? Or is she like
No, she's not that. That'd be more interesting to explore. But she's getting used to life, right? She's like older.
I'll be knowing all this Marvel shit.
Yeah, you know how it goes, bro. It's just tough. I don't really like the approach of having her like kind of dazed and like she has this kind of like TV show
Oh,
first
Future Wars
episode.
again.
Future Wars, Secret Wars, dude.
Whatever the fuck.
Yeah. It's you want to wish success on something that's not completely connected to like the Avengers or something. Like, you want to see them succeed in these solo projects, and it's just the lack of direction, and I think a lack of understanding of what the actual actor's strengths are. Aubrey Plaza's in the show, and she's probably one of the better things in it, but that's Agatha, bro. Agatha. Move that shit on, dude. And last thing I wanted to say was Beetlejuice. We
Which
talked
one?
we talked about it briefly. I watched obviously one, and then I watched two.
Woo! One's better.
One is better, and the one doesn't try to set up too much spooky shit off the bat. I think it has the right
I-
approach, dude.
Monica Bellucci doesn't get enough time.
Who?
Monica Bellucci.
Oh, that's yeah, Beetlejuice too. Yeah, for sure. She doesn't give him enough
She
time.
does this big ass introduction and doesn't do shit in the movie.
Yeah, all she's doing is just the soul sucker, right? That's her idea. But I think Michael Keaton is
I had another
still
Monica Bellucci dream of a better movie.
Michael Keaton is still great as Beetlejuice. I think he still brought the energy there. I think everyone.
I feel like he's chasing his best moments though,
Uh,
like his big monologue and in the first movie. Well, I attended Juilliard. I've seen The Exorcist 167 times, and I think that's funnier every single time I
Yeah.
see it. Not to mention you're talking to a dead girl.
Yeah.
Nice fucking model.
Dude, I wanted more Beetlejuice in that first one, but like they balanced it out and kind of sprinkled them in
Well,
leading
yeah.
up to the middle.
I think they did like I read that Amelia's already talked about this, but they did what they couldn't do the thing they did in the first movie, which is like introduce you to all the spooky shit and like blow like the first 45 minutes on just that before you even get to Beetlejuice. So it's like, well, you know what I mean? I'd rather they did Beetlejuice in Hawaii. God damn it.
But exploring the spooky world isn't a bad approach. I kind of like learning more about the wackiness of what his mind kind of
Fuck the
fucking.
Soul Train.
The Soul Train is kind of lame, dude, but everything else I like,
Because it's like, wouldn't
like
you have
so
some shit in the
bureaucratic.
first movie where it was like people who got their soul exercises are like fucked for life? So isn't
Yeah.
the Soul Train like we're gonna go get fucked for life? I guess
Yeah.
basically. So what the fuck? Why is it like glamorized as like the Soul Train show where everybody dancing and loving life and shit? Bullshit.
I wouldn't say it's a home run,
Not
dude.
consistent is the world in the world building is all I'm saying. It's like
No.
not gonna be consistent. Then what the fuck are we doing here? What was Beetlejuice? He had like a business
Right.
within and he basically took over for like the woman with the smoker who got her throat slit.
Yeah,
Juno, I think her name was.
that was the foe that took over. Yeah,
Oh, wait, who took over?
I think he took over that
I thought
old
he was. So
lady's
he's
role.
the sheriff, and he took over for the dead DMV.
I think so.
Man, they're not paying him enough.
No, but I like the idea that that they had with the podcast, or not the podcast, the talk show, dude. Everything else is just like it's kind of mad. Like at Wednesday, what's that girl? Not Wednesday, dude. Jenny Ortega, like having the love interest in the middle and trying to push that idea where like, oh, she wants to reconnect with her father and like
Did you see that coming? The big twist about that.
about him being dead. No, I didn't see it coming the first time. Like there was nothing to indicate. The only thing maybe is like the bridge that she passes that the same family does in the first one. But there's no like she's going into the other world now, or you know what I'm saying?
I just think that it was cringe that they gave Winona Ryder the exact same haircut. Like we wouldn't know who the fuck she is, dude.
Yeah, yeah, she did look a little off, dude. Everybody has a weird look to them, but the ponytail, that obviously Winona Ryder. I think the mom was okay. I think Jenny Ortega was okay. I don't know if anyone else stood out.
That actress is great, but Catherine O'Hara is one note. She basically does the kooky screaming mom.
Yeah, yeah, she does, but she plays it well, and she's made a career out of it.
God bless her.
God bless her. Yeah, but she has some of the funnier moments in the show, like when she's picking up the granddaughter from college.
Mhm.
Or I forget what she said. Like they took away like my horny handyman or some shit like that. It's like good God, woman. But yeah, dude. Like
Take away her eye candy. Like, wait.
yeah, yeah. That shit was funny. There's some moments where I did enjoy it, dude. And I think I'd rather see something like this, where even if it's like mediocre or average Tim Burton, than have nothing come out from him. I'd
I'd
rather
rather
see
he
some.
doesn't really say.
Yeah,
Imagine Sweeney Todd will be the last thing I see from that dude.
yeah. I like people just taking swings, but him going back and trying to make a sequel like to his old shit is
Stop making family stuff. That's all I want. But I want more Sweeney Todd shit.
yeah, yeah. Maybe who knows what's in the future, but that was my watcher.
Uh, Fuck that shit. We watch so much bullshit. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hey, there's three great pieces of Terminator media now, and one of them is Terminator Zero.
The anime.
What have you heard about Terminator Zero?
Nothing other than you were hyped last time we talked.
It's just hype as hell, dude. It's just nice, dude.
You gonna watch more anime now?
Oh hell yeah, I'm gonna watch more animes. But anyway, that's beside the point. We got like, what about the premise? Do you know about Terminator Zero?
Dude, I don't know shit about that thing.
Plot is it takes place all in Japan, and like there's this, uh, it's kind of like the same plot as like the first two movies. When the Terminator is sent back to execute some motherfuckers, but there are some twists and turns. That was all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Some very unique twists and turns, and there's opportunities for to go very dreamlike with its presentation and ask a lot of interesting AI based questions and whatnot.
It stays in Japan?
Yeah, it stays in Japan.
Huh. Did Japan make it? Is like the country
I
behind the
ain't
scenes?
saying nothing. There's 8 episodes. You watch.
Shit.
It's good shit. But yeah, the animation style is real nice. Uh, and then with that finished, I had to like avoid because in my soul was like, man, I want more anime. So I sought out a French anime called Mars Express.
I like to kiss her eyes, poor old she doesn't see my shattered windows on the world. She says she doesn't need to go, so I don't let her know.
Mars Express is sick because it's just like it takes place in like post-apocalyptic Blade Runner-esque universe where like there's just cyborgs walking around and shit. It's very interesting.
So
Like,
you sought out something like Terminator?
something similar. Like somebody, I think it was I Hate Everything had a review of it. He's like, oh, this shit's like everything I loved as a child, and he lists like Blade Runner, RoboCop, Bunch of shit. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta watch that shit. Well, because he hates everything. He loves this.
I've never heard of that guy. Where'd you watch this at?
He's just a British. He's just a crabby little British man. He has a Letterboxd account, and he's like, I love this shit. This is nice. But yeah, that was Mars Express. Shit is sick. You've heard of Inviolate Nature? Or In a Violent Nature? I don't know what that fucking called. But it's basically Friday the 13th from Jason's perspective. And it's a really interesting film because how it builds tension. It's just like, because you're following him the whole movie when the movie decides to swing the camera away to like his victims. They'll go like 10 minutes where it's just like, where the fuck is he? Because he's in the vicinity. Where is he? Is he just about to cut this campfire to pieces? What the fuck?
Were you watching it in theaters or on?
No, I watched it. I watched it at home.
Oh shit! Who had it?
I watched it a very legal way
On a
via
Yahoo.
Cody. It's legal.
You
100%.
Sparrow.
Did I mention it's legal? Hey, where'd the rum go? I could have. But anyways, that shit was Inviolate Nature. Shit is nice.
Yeah.
You gonna watch it? Spooky time.
I am. I was thinking about Train to Busan.
You never seen Train to Busan?
Nah.
Get the fuck out of here. How come you don't watch good película movie?
Your boy smoked himself stupid, dude.
I wait.
Stuck watching playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, God. I wait.
Bullshit.
That was all my little stuff I watched. I played some games, fool. I played Alisa. Shout out to LP, available on the Silver Game Sharks channel right now. She's even got the pose, the Jill pose.
Oh shit.
Got my hand on my head, motherfucker. I'm waiting on you. Alright, listen, shit. Damn. Bossy ass French woman.
Make her pop lock and drop it.
I could if I would. I would if I could. But anyways, at least it's a pretty good game. It's a classic PSX, PS1 style graphical game. It's even like standard definition black bars on the shit. Like you're basically a 1920s French police officer who wakes up in a fucking dollhouse mansion and she's gonna fight all these fucking dolls and fucking weird shit going down. But the main difference with this game, in regards to other survival horror games, is this currency is based on the stuff your enemies drop after you kill them. So like the strategy for a lot of survival horror game shit is to like avoid enemies. Whereas this one is like, oh motherfucker, you want money to buy the Magnum? You better go get smoked with some of these enemies. You better wake up and choose violence.
You better blap some fools. Blap them ops.
But yeah, I'm about 50% done with the game. There's a fucking bullshit ass water sequence where you're wading through like waist deep water. It's fucking just slow as shit. It's just it takes you like fucking like 5 minutes to navigate a room, and like it's dark and you can't see where the fuck you're going, and there's like a literal maze, and you spend fucking what feels like 20 minutes just getting to one end, and it's right before a boss battle. So you better backtrack your ass back through the maze, back through the water, save, bring your ass on back through the dumb shit again, burn like 30 minutes, and then fight the boss. So there's some shit in that game. It's not the best, but I do like games of its ilk, and I'm gonna finish it. It's pretty sick. But if you don't like survival horror games already, classic survival horror game shit with the backtracking and all the cheap death, so to speak, then it's not gonna change your mind. Oh jeez!
Oh,
That drawer
She got
popped
the
out
grippy.
violently. I got the ooh-ah. You don't have to say a word.
That's
all you heard.
who let those guns inside this house?
Which one? So next, I played a game called First Cut Samurai Duel. And it's a Steam game, $8 right now, cheap as hell. And it's basically side-scrolling ass Sanjaro, where every time you cut a motherfucker, it's just fucking blood everywhere. And you know that Simpsons bit where it's like, I kill you 7 times before you hit the ground. You can chop a motherfucker 7 times before you hit the motherfucking ground.
Damn.
It's brutal. I chop a motherfucker in half, and while he's chopped in half, I chopped his fucking head off.
Gee.
Let me just when all three of his parts just fall on the floor and shit. Shit's fucking gory as fuck. I'm down with it. I'm down with it. It's visceral, dude. But yeah, it's first cut. So every first cut is a kill. But the reverse is true for you. Don't get cut, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But you get cut on this shit. It's got fucking controller support. It's sick. Well, it's fucking Steam game. It's $8 or no, it's $9. It's cheap as hell. Fool.
Shit. Is
Like
there
like most of the games I'm talking about today.
is it a parry system too,
There
or
is
is
a
it
parry
just
system. Is you because there's high, mid, low, and like
oh
you could swing that way. But instead of swinging to parry something, you just bring your sword up to parry the high the high stroke that they throw at you. So if they throw a low stroke, you gotta
right?
parry with low by holding the analog stick low. But yeah, shit's crazy. You can throw a motherfucker into his boy, and he'll slice his boy by accident. Just fucking crazy as hell, dude. And there's all sorts of extras in the shit. There's multiplayer. Oh, there's a bunch of tryhards on that mother. You're gonna get cut. There's a survival mode where these motherfuckers just come at you. You cut them. Just crazy, fool. Samurai First Cut. For wait, what is it actually called? It's called First Cut Samurai Duel, actually. But yeah. Next, I played Iron Lung.
I
What have
see why
you?
you did this, dude.
Have you ever heard Iron Lung? Well, shut the fuck up about shit the audience can't see. I'm just kidding. We boys free. But
Let the record show we're boys.
we got Iron Lung. Iron Lung is like a N64 style graphical game, and it's like the premise is fucking wild. Let me uh, read you some of the lore here. So basically, you're a convict who's welded into a submarine. It's got no windows on this shit, so you're just in this rusted piece of shit
Yeah.
with no windows, and you're on a blood moon, and it's a moon. Or excuse me, you're on the moon, but there's a blood ocean on it, and you're tasked with like exploring the shit.
Yeah.
And there's a like a camera on the front of the ship, and you take these grainy ass like black and white photos, and they're almost like a uh like photo projectors. Like you'll hit it, and like you'll see the image at the front of the ship, and you basically got to navigate point to point blind, and like take photos of like these checkpoints. And it's just a real like oppressive atmospheric horror game where where you're isolated, but every noise you hear outside the fucking ship is spooky time, and it's like I don't know, it's just a really like fantastic like hour and a half long indie game. It's real sick, bro. Uh,
Shit.
and there's a there's apparently like a movie coming out for it by Microplier. The fool like put a lot of his own money to like make a movie out of this fucking indie game. I watched the trailer of it. That shit's nice. I will dislike Markiplier a lot less if he nails this because he's directing and starring in the shit. I'm gonna hope he keeps all that
Yo, what
like
the
goofy
fuck?
character. I hope he keeps all that goofy kid because it's a horror game, bro. There's no time for your goofy shit. So I hope he like he doesn't, he's playing like a serious character in it. I hope, bro.
He's starring and
He-
writing
yeah,
this shit?
he's starring. Well, he's gotten approval by the dev. So
To star.
no, he's like he because the screenplay was written with the dev. So and like listen, I my hope is that like hey he like I say he tampers down like his goofy streamer character and
Yeah.
he just hones in on like being like a guy in this situation
Yeah.
and as hopeless as it is.
I don't really know that Mark guy. I kinda know of him, like they'll be like
He plays a lot of like jump scare Halloween games and it's like I get it, bro, but it's like I I I've never been much interested in watching like his all the videos he makes and whatnot. I don't
yeah,
know if you ever like watch a lot of those like let's players. You're like, oh, I'm playing Five Nights at Freddy's.
no. The only time I watch Let's Play is if I'm playing a game and I wanna find out how did these people react when they hit this moment? You know what I mean? And that's when I'll check out like, oh maybe PewDiePie played this game or Pinguinzo or I wanna get, a gauge of like how did this reaction go down for everyone? Like what was the consensus, or what was the range? But That
Yeah.
Mark guy, if he doing this shit, that's pretty ambitious, dude. Like,
That's
no hate, like,
ambitious.
but
I mean, he put some of his own money up,
yeah.
so like he obviously believes in this shit. And it's just like I hope he sticks to landing because the trailer was promising.
The starring is kind of wild. It's like, bro, like there's professional actors too.
I
Like,
see what you mean. I'd want to be if I was first time director. I'd want to be behind the fucking camera at all times.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
well, that's just me. Like,
Focus on one thing and being great, right?
right? I know what you mean.
How you gonna like first time direct, first time like star and
It's
leading and
beside the
shit?
point, fool. Let's you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Iron Lung the game. Fuck the movie. Juego's dope. Juego's like $5, bro. $5, $6.
Yeah.
It's just nice. If you wanted to be a dick, you can do that. You can beat it in an hour and a half and like refund it on via the Steam's like 2 hour like
What?
shit. Yeah,
Huh?
you like if you can refund a game as long as you have less than 2 hours playtime on it, I believe.
Oh shit.
So if you want to be a dick, you're like, yeah, I'll put up $6, I'll give it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Iron Lung. And lastly, I played one game called Endoparasitic.
Hmm.
It's a nice little top-down survival horror game. It's played entirely with a mouse. You're a guy who's like he's on a spaceship, and he's got all three of his limbs ripped off. So he's fighting on all these like parasitic zombies, and all he's got is like all his weapons on his back. By the end of the game, you got like fucking like 4 weapons just strapped to this man who's
Like
like
a
this beast of a
crossbow and
man
shit.
who's just like working his ass off to survive on this shit, and it's fucking sick. It's
Yeah.
a sick Fuego, dude. It's like $10. The sequel just came out. It's just I don't know. It's just a real unique like concept for the survival horror game, and like it's like I believe it was made. Concept of it was conceived in like 48 hours for like a game jam shit. Then he polished it for like a year. It's just a real fascinating game. So that was Endoparasitic. That was all I watch you.
All I watch you.
We got news, motherfucker.
Got the news for your hoe ass.
What news you got?
I got some news.
Do you?
Motherfucker.
I got some news. Fuck, it's good.
I want to start off by talking about the Scores bot, dude. Martin
Bot?
Scorsese,
What'd you do?
big dog.
I thought I was gonna get to a whole thing without talking about scores.
Yeah?
Champagne scores. Nah, I'm
Man,
just kidding.
you don't have any news on Scores, do you? No. All right, this shit kind of like non-news, but it's
What?
it's kind of
Making a new Película film?
He's making two. Remember the Frank Sinatra and the Jesus movie biopic? I think no, Frank Sinatra biopic.
What do you
And
mean, Jesus? He already made his
he's making another one.
again?
Yeah.
You didn't hear me the first time. Is Willem Dafoe coming back?
Imagine.
Oh, Jesus.
Last Temptation of Christ 2. Eat your heart out, Mel Gibson. You got another Jesus sequel coming, dude. But I think both of those movies have been delayed, and it's caused people to question, like, hey, what's up with Brody? Is he retiring? Did he lose
I'm
it?
old, he says.
Does his cinema vergui no longer get hard for for the people?
Champagne scores.
Yeah, dude, but yeah, people just thought he was retiring, and then he had a
How
quote.
dare you? Well, you better fucking watch your fucking tongue.
Yeah, hey, he's like, I'm
Shut
not.
the fuck up. You better knock on some fucking wood.
Brody said, I'm not saying
Well, knock on some
goodbye.
wood. I'm not fucking around.
I'm not saying goodbye to cinema at all. I have more films to make,
How
and I
fucking dare
hope
you.
to God
George Miller, if
gives
I'm
me the
gonna-
strength to
I'm
make
gonna be
it.
pissed when George Miller and scores pass.
Damn, dude.
We're all in their 80s right now.
Dude,
George Furiosa didn't make all that much money.
yeah, I think about that shit. Like, my grandparents are like in their 80s. I'm like, damn, like them fools making movies, and these fools like, like just the same age. Like that's wild, like that they're out there doing that grind. But my grandfolks are pretty active, so I have like what's the word? I guess I'm very optimistic that Martin and Miller will be able to keep this energy up because like at this point they basically live like they're living for this. This is continuing their life. And their ability to make this just guarantees their longer life. If they couldn't do this, maybe you go downhill quicker.
What was that? Was that all you got on scores?
On scores, yeah.
Campaign scores added again. 2 movies at once. Dual wheel.
Two wheeling on motherfuckers. But the other news I wanted to talk about was the fucking the COD and Master Chief potential, I guess, crossover.
And Fortnite?
No, he's already crossed over to Fortnite, dude.
Oh yeah, they have crossed over to
Yeah,
Fortnite.
but like the rumor was that Master Chief was gonna be available on like Modern Warfare 3 as like a character you unlock, and like like it makes sense, dude. Like the energy sword plays into like the kind of goofiness over the top that Modern Warfare 3 is on right now. And in terms of like guns, the AR, they can probably do something like a M4, put 60 bullets on that and try to like make it feel like an AR. Same thing with the battle rifle. They have burst options. So I think it would have played, and they're owned by the same parent company.
Mm.
But yeah, just as an MC fan, dude, I would have loved that. Like we talked about it. He's already been on Fortnite. That's the only crossover. Like I'd love to see him on Smash, dude. I'd love to see him on
That fool's never
COD.
coming to Smash.
Dude, he should, dude.
He should, but they're not gonna. They can't afford him.
They
I'm just kidding.
yeah. They have to make a deal, dude.
You ever hear the story about how Microsoft tried to buy Nintendo in like 2000s?
No way.
And like apparently all the Nintendo execs like laughed him out of the room for like an hour.
No way, dude. Holy
Like they were
shit.
stepping out of the room and like they see him through the window. This motherfucker wants to fucking.
I got a little baby.
This motherfucker's just dying of laugh.
Motherfucking back flipping on the table.
Tell me again. Say it again. How much?
They get their boy to put the camera on the tripod, dude.
No, one more time for the camera, please. This just picture some Japanese dying of laughter. Fucking camera.
Like rolling around in the floor, dude.
It's just like I don't know, some American just like 20 million. I'm gonna go lunch. I'm gonna go have lunch. You guys gonna have lunch? One more time. No, no, damn it! I said it like 47 times. Shit. Anyway,
No, but Master Chief, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be like in the new Black Ops game, like as a DLC thing, but I think it'd be dope for him to actually cross over and do more stuff. That's that part, dude.
that part.
That part. But I think the last thing I probably want to talk about is Invincible. It's a comic book show, comic book that's been turned into a TV show on Amazon Prime.
That's the show where kicks the shit out of his son.
Yeah, he sure do. He sure do. And dude, like shit's been like
He had to do it.
he had to fucking do it to him. I'm telling you. But it's probably one of the few shows where it's like it lives up. Like I've never seen The Boys, but Invincible season 1 and 2, like to me, it's probably been some of the most favorite like animated or even superhero shit that's happened since like let's say Endgame. Like in the Invincible TV series right now is like it's eye opening, dude. It's on some shit. It's really fucking fun. I like the risks that they take, dude. Season 3 being announced, gonna be released in February. Um, it's fucking dope, dude. And they have like a special for like one of the side characters in the show, and the special fucking fucking rocks. It's a show that's very well fucking done. It's well made. It's animated, so it's not like a super like $250 million big budget movie.
Some of the animations get expensive though. Like every seen, it's wild how like an explosion. I don't know if it's comparable to live action, but an explosion in terms of its detail costs
Yeah.
in animation.
Shit.
See all that rubble moving out and it cost some scratchola. But
Yeah, it costs some shit. It ain't cheap. Fucking Walter David Goggins, right? The fucking guy in Fallout.
all right. Oh no, it's not.
No, it's not.
That's bad. Got it.
Stephen Yoon.
Mm.
Just some good voice acting work in there, dude. I'm pretty sure one of the dudes won an Emmy for season 2 or some shit like that. He got recognized with some award. And then, yeah, dude, it's fucking dope. It's interesting. If you're even in the mood to watch something in the superhero realm, like I would watch that before any other Disney Plus show, or even movie, dude. Like if
Those fools said fuck Marvel. What if?
yeah, no, for sure. I don't know if yeah, that's what it is. That's the news for
That's
me.
the new. Fuck your new. Your news suck the Vatican.
How fucking dare you, dude?
What? What about it?
My sweet
What
word.
about your news? What
I
about your
just
news was so
I,
good?
I wanted to talk to my boy about some scores bot movies that I guess he didn't even know he had in
Yourself, it
the.
was nothing burger. It was nothing news.
Hey, but we talking about his new movies.
I'm
You
talking
didn't
about
know?
there's well yeah, what new movie are we talking about today, huh? Son of a bitch.
My word.
Some shit that don't exist yet.
Invincible nice. You know what I mean? And Master Chief, my boy Chief, you hate the Chief now.
I'm chiefing up. It's not, I don't hate the chief, but it's like, bro, I'm just mad that you're like you're poo pooing Infinite. That's my big fucking
Infinite?
yeah.
Ah, man, like I'll play
Just
it,
play
but
it.
it's
What the
like,
fuck? I'm not asking you to finish the motherfucker, but like, listen.
yeah,
Once you get a hold of that grappling hook and you grapple hook a fucking fusion coil in your hands and you toss it at a grunt, you're
yeah.
gonna see some of the magic, some Halo magic that you haven't felt in a while, because it's a new mechanic that fucking just works, bro.
Yeah, on some real shit, like we have fun multiplayer, but the Halo
Yeah, there's
story
co-op
is,
multiplayer on the shit now, online.
yeah, but is the story nice, bro? Like, does it take us to nice missions, iconic shit? Like, does that have that same Halo one,
Well,
two,
if you've
three
seen that,
feel?
if you do you like what you've seen in the trailer in terms of the environment, or are you like, it looks too much of the same?
It looks a little too like in Halo 2 when you arrive at the
Yeah.
fucking planet and it's a bunch of bases. Kind of looks like that.
But it's open world, which is like it changes. That changes the rhythm of it. So I like.
Yeah.
Would you say I don't know? You know what I mean? All I'm saying is give Peace a chance, goddammit. Give Chief a chance.
If it's
I'd
open world,
give this shit more of a chance than you give fucking. Oh, he's gonna be in Call of Duty. Fucking yeah, good for Chief. I don't
Call,
know. It's
I
Call of Duty.
I had Call of Duty for whatever reason.
This
I
is
like that shit right now, dude.
I get you, but I'm just saying it's like I want Chief News. I want Halo Infinite 2 or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the the Halo game, if it's open world and if it's as versatile or even I guess in terms of range for environments like a Death Stranding, like oh here's a snowy part, here's a desert part type of shit. I saw what I kind of want, dude. I
It's
want
more
to.
combat based. It's like you know what I
Yeah,
mean. You'll run into patrol. There'll be a base here. You can destroy all the shit and fight all the Covenant in there.
yeah.
Covenant's fun to fight, and it's all Covenant. There's no fucking. I'm not gonna say there's no bullshit ass like you know what I mean? Bullshit ass enemies. They're there, but it's like a fucking 90% regular Covenant ratio. So you're fighting the classic enemies, classic environment with a grappling hook. And that adds I can't underestimate how much that grappling hook adds to the combat. It's just what I won't say is play the shit. Well, I'm not asking you to marry the motherfucking game, just play it a little bit.
Yeah.
Just Game Pass it up. I'm a little mad that you had Game Pass in the past and you haven't hit the shit up. Well, what the fuck are you doing? Well, what other game was so important to play to ignore Halo Infinite campaigns?
Yeah, dude, I'm thinking about that shit. There had to be a game I played because it was on Game Pass. I don't know if I just picked it up because it was a game you recommended or I
Boy, I'm
can't.
telling you, next time you get Game Pass, I better see some fucking Infinite achievements unlocked, you son of a bitch.
Maybe it was the Fight Night Champions thing, dude.
Yeah, that's on there.
Maybe.
Just that? Damn, man. Just that single game hooked me up.
Hey, bro,
You didn't feel the need to be like, I gotta play a couple other games to like round out my purchase here.
yeah, your boy like autistic in that way. Like I just kind of like lock in and like I
You think
settle
you'd be
with the
autistic
game.
though for your value? It's like, I'm paying $15 for this thing. If I play multiple games that cost this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
you
like, I
get
don't know.
like to try a lot.
Yes, that's what. Maybe that's my autismo way of doing PS Plus
Yeah.
Premium, where I upgrade for like 14 days off of my $10. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
pay extra $4, and I'm like, all right, I gotta hit up all the new the new shit they dropped.
Shit.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
if you're done with all that news,
No, I've been done. Yeah.
Dino Crisis is coming to PS Premium, and like.
Oh.
There's a whole. If you search Dino Crisis now, it's news articles pertaining to how pissed people are that it's locked behind a premium subscription. And I'm like, where were you motherfuckers 2 years ago when Resident Evil Director's Cut came out? Are we like not so starved for Resident Evil to the point where it's like, it slid off everybody's back
Yeah.
for Resident Evil director's cut. But like for Dino Crisis, I guess people are more starved for it. So it's like,
Yeah.
hey, I want to fucking drop $10 to get Dino Crisis. Like, what the fuck? I can't do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
I guess that's what it is. And like I'm extra pissed because I've specifically paid money to play it on PS3, and I'm fucking you know what I mean? I'm fucking liver and onions over here. I don't get the shit. You know what I mean? Everybody's
Yeah.
avoiding your boy. It's like I paid for this fucking game already. Give me the fucking game, Sony.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's another. That Sony's just been fucking up. Boy,
Yeah.
you've heard of. How do you feel about the Pro?
Dude,
Just so we're both still boys.
I hate that they like try to nickel and dime you and like they hold back the like the playback ability of like some of the older games, and then introducing a $700 unit where you still have to buy the extras to really be the
Yeah, you don't get the
PS5.
fucking stand. How they don't? I like how they say stand is sold separately. They don't tell you how much the fucking stand is.
Like 40
If
bucks for
it's
a piece of
okay, I
kit.
was about to
Man,
say.
I don't know. I'm
I
just
thought it was
guessing.
if it's 3 digits. I'm
For
gonna like
for
I'm
some
gonna ask to
plastic.
see the PS Plus box, and I'm gonna stab the box in the store, dude.
I would.
I'm just gonna like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Breaking Bad, prison that stab the fucking.
It's done with.
The good news about that shit is that it's not
Yeah.
selling out. PS Pro is not. It might
You know
not.
what
It
did?
might not matter, but because like they're still gonna make the Pro. It's not gonna stop them.
Yeah.
Just like it didn't stop them from making the PSVR
Yeah.
2 and shit. But yeah, like you know what I mean. It's a good sign that people aren't giving into it. But what you were saying?
The PS5 30th anniversary edition.
Yeah, motherfuckers
It's sold
are
out.
like, oh, it's sold out.
Yeah.
What about those fucking scalpers that are like, oh, you gotta put up 10 grand just for a chance to get at this one. Like, you mean to tell me that that's sold out?
Pre-orders are sold out. Yeah. It looks
Okay,
kind
the
of sweet.
pre-orders are sold out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so that's not indication that people. I feel like no one's paying 10 grand for a fucking anniversary. If people aren't paying for 700, why would they pay 10 grand for it?
The
So there's hope that there's a scalper somewhere
Yeah.
who's gonna have to sell PS Pros for a retail standard PlayStation 5 in like a year because just to get some money back for its investment. So here's hoping that this crushes some of the scalpers' will.
Yeah, hopefully, dude. But the 30th anniversary, it's just digital and it's just kind of gray like the PS1. So the
I'm
controller.
jealous of you because you got all the PlayStations. Dude.
I do, man.
Fucking son of a bitch.
Hey, dude, it took a lot of shopgoodwill.com and garage sales to get them shits, dude. But hey,
Where's my Wii? Goddammit! Well, I fucking sent you out there to get me a Wii years ago.
I haven't found a Wii, dude.
Your pizza.
The one thing you don't do is buy a Wii like at a swap meet. I'm like, I don't like that. I like buying Wiis at
Well,
garage sales.
Where I live, and I'll give you the street names. There's always yard sales going down.
Yeah. And okay.
Behind Stater Brothers, basically.
Yeah. I've been on the lookout for a Wii.
I'm just
dude.
saying.
I didn't forget.
I don't know. I don't know if you ever go cruising for yard sales. My
Yeah.
pops used to do that shit. You just cruise for yard sales,
Yeah,
and you find them every weekend.
sure.
But I don't know if you like. I know you hit up the swap meet, but I don't know if you're like, oh, let's go down Christmas Lane and see if anybody's got fucking
Yeah.
yard sale going down.
We do yard sales, but I'd say like in the last year I've definitely done a lot more swap meets. That's where I found like the
This
Fight Night
motherfucker-
game.
I'm not gonna get it I'm not gonna get a Wii at a swap meet. I'm going to swap meets mostly.
I'm like,
You
hey,
tell it on yourself, yeah, you motherfucker.
they got good games at cheap prices, dude. That's where I get.
I'm not looking for a fucking. About to break your sister's door down and be like,
Yeah. Hey,
give me the fucking Wii for just a week.
Oh,
I'll get you any pellicula you like. Name a pellicula you can't get to. I'll get it.
Yeah, your boy's fucked up too. I told you I sold the Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, bro. Director's cut too. It's like,
Man, fuck you.
I'm a fucking fool.
Well,
No, I
you
got
got
the
good money, but
Yeah.
okay. I'm more pissed that you're bitching about it because it's like, why did you keep it then, you motherfucker?
The PS1.
No, why didn't you keep any of them? I'm mad that you're
Oh, why
bitching
not?
about it now and like you
Yeah, I
know
needed the
about
money
it.
then, dude. Yeah, that's the
Oh, you
problem.
motherfucker.
That was the fucking problem. I need
Okay, you know what? I'll just get the GOG version or get a version. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
PS3.
Because
digital
I wake
shit.
up in a cold sweat and my boy likes Resident Evil sometimes. He doesn't have the original game. So what the
They're
fuck
on
is wrong with
Steam,
you?
right?
They're on GOG. You
What
know
other
how
games do they
you know
got?
you know how you look it up. They got Mortal Kombat 4, SWAT 4, Silent Hill 4. They got a bunch of like unique games, but you own the game,
Mhm.
and like you don't need you know how like you need a launcher for Steam to play like all the Steam. You download it once and you have the game.
Oh.
This is how it like works on GOG. Get Resident Evil. My thing is this like I don't know how long they'll sell Resident Evil on GOG. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they'll stop selling it should eventually on PS3. How long will they have it? I'm just you know what I mean? Get the shit. It's $25. All the shit's out already. Just get it. Like a yerba.
Yeah, I mean, out of all
Controller support.
yeah, out of
Run
all
on
the
a
shit,
fucking calculator, those games.
yeah, they're real nice.
Get them eventually, but
Yeah,
you
no,
need that. And
I,
you're gonna be pissed if you don't get Dino Crisis 1 and 2 on PlayStation.
yeah,
Which is because like there's a lot of talk about them putting 1 and 2 on GOG, but whether or not it happens is you know what I mean. It's a question.
uh,
So I'd say get the shit somewhere so you're not like oh I gotta pay 3+ digits to get the shit
yeah.
on disc.
No, yeah, for sure. I think that's the only thing that's kind of missing. Maybe the Resident Evils and Dino Crisis.
But yeah, that was I think that was your news.
Oh, my news.
Oh no, no,
my
okay, I
news.
was talking about PlayStation shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Death Stranding 2. Okay, here's my thing about Death Stranding 2 that I'm worried about. Have you felt the need to replay Death Stranding 1?
Hell no.
That's what I mean though, bro. And doesn't that I don't know, doesn't that bode unwell for the sequel? It's like where I haven't bothered to play the original again. Like, is it gonna be enough? Are new environments gonna be enough? New environments, new equipment gonna be enough to like make me play the new shit?
For me, it will.
Okay. I wonder for myself. It's just like, is it
Yeah.
gonna be enough? And like, I'm kind of worried at the fact that like you and I are kind of like, fuck no, I haven't replayed this shit. I'm that stupid motherfucker that bought the director's cut, and I still haven't replayed the shit on PS5.
Yeah.
So like, what does that say? It says I'm stupid, eh? And I don't think ahead, and I don't really like the game as much as I claim to, even though I gave it Game of the Year
I hear what
for
you're saying.
2019.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about like you know what I mean, the state of it.
I mean, like it took me 100 hours to complete it, dude. So I'm definitely not signing up
I
for that.
platinum that shit.
Mm.
I'm sure there are a lot of people gasping in shock right now. It's like he's platinum that shit.
This fun
How
zip
did you
is
not wash your mouth out with buckshot after?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll have improved gameplay.
But no, it's not improved gameplay. It's will I want to come back to it? You know what I mean? It's like you think about good games, you want to come back to it. It's like you know what I mean. It's let's say you just had Dead Space 1, not even the remake, just Dead Space 1. Would you ever come back to Dead Space 1? Say 5, 10 years from now?
Yeah,
The
maybe.
360 game?
Yeah, no, yeah, maybe I would definitely probably go back and play that old school shit, see what's up with it, see how I feel.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And I'm like, will there be a time where we gotta play Death Stranding 1 again?
Yeah, I mean,
See? That's what I mean. The doubt.
yeah,
See the doubt in that question of like the fact that it's not a quick yes answer.
mm,
It makes me like you know what I mean. Makes me a little nervous. But like
yeah,
then again, Death Stranding single-handedly made me play the entire Metal Gear Solid series. So I don't fucking know. Shit. Anyways, that was Death Stranding 2. Um, the Silent Hill 2 remake is out, fool. And I I've gone from being like fuck that game. It's made by Konami and Blooper Team, who both suck. I've gone from fuck that game to I'll probably play it before next Halloween, most likely,
mm,
because I'm intrigued.
yeah,
It's just like you know what I mean. I'm a little pissed that like because apparently they wanted to do fixed camera angles, and Konami was like, nah, son, third person,
yeah. Do what Resident Evil
there's
did.
third person to make it like palatable for everybody. I'm just
Yeah,
like, nah, I don't like that.
it loses its sauce, dude. Straight up.
Hey, you haven't played Silent Hill 2 yet. You don't know, like I know.
Dude, but like the static camera, and even when it's not static, the way it moves, like it has a whole feel to the
I'm just
fucking
saying,
game,
fool. There's
man.
one of us that's played it, and one of us who hasn't, dear.
I mean, even
I
if
feel like the expert in Silent Hill 2, the preeminent Silent Hill 2 PhD out of the two of us.
if they remade Silent Hill 1 and they did the third person thing, that like they would still lose the same sauce, dude. It doesn't matter that you could, wield your guns easier or shoot,
Hey,
with
fool,
precision.
we'll get there.
But you get what I'm
I
saying,
get
bro.
what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, I've gone from like fuck this game to I'll play it eventually, which is promising. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna
Mhm.
say it's perfect, and I'm like my biggest issue with Silent Hill 2 remake existing is that there isn't a good one. There isn't a good original version of 2 that's readily available to everybody right now. There's the enhanced edition on PC that's like fuck you if you have a console. There's the shit HD collection version that's got fucking Troy Baker and replacing like the main voice actor. And it's just like I
It's
don't.
weird.
You're just like fuck all that shit and like you know what I mean. They lost the fucking gold master to Silent Hill 1, 2, Silent Hill 2 and 3, and that should tell you everything you need to know about how much of a fuck Konami gives about this franchise that they apparently love now.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So that's just my thing. My issue with it is just like, is the a game being remade is nice? Is the original available in some capacity? You
Hey,
know,
fucking owning one on PS1 is pricey, dude. The cheapest game might be a Silent Hill 2 on Xbox, and it's like $60.
but unless you buy the PS3 version of one, which is how
Oh,
much?
oh yeah, that was what was this, 5.99 or some shit like that?
That's fucking stupidly priced, bro. Like I think you and I like we would have been we would have paid as much as 20 for that easy. I think.
Yeah, I think that's probably
Yeah,
fair.
it's stretching a little bit, but I'm sure what I'm saying. It's like it was a steal at 6. I think that's easy, relatively easy to like get across.
Yeah, it's like a greatest
So
hits
yeah,
price at
yeah.
20.
What 10 would have been like 10 is like the like I would consider the standard price. 20 is like all right, you're milking it a little bit, but I'll still pay it.
Yeah,
And like anything beyond that is like absurd. But
yeah.
it's just like what I'm saying. I'm saying all this to say you're fucking up if you have PS3 right now and you don't have Silent Hill. It's fucking stupid cheap. And they're gonna shut that fucking store down eventually, dude. And they might do it unceremoniously. They won't give you months in advance like they did previous. It's just like because they've already given you, they've already rang the alarm bells. It's been like what 3 years since they like.
I wonder if they can
Oh,
do
we
that
won't.
legally though.
Has it not been 3 years since they're like, or they said they were gonna cancel it and then they didn't?
It's been some time, but like I imagine maybe someone could like sue them on some shit like, "Hey, bro,
I
you
get
didn't
okay,
tell
but
me,
it's
you
gonna be
didn't
one of
tell
those
us."
lawsuits where they pay out a bunch, but in the grand scheme of things, it's gonna be like 50 cents to everybody involved. You know what I mean?
So here's
That's
your
what it
50
is.
cents, chump.
That's what it is, though. You know what I mean?
Enjoy your PS games.
I- Fuck up. No, I'm just. I get. Listen. Well,
My word.
it's the whiskey. um. Anyways, last bit of news I got here is there was an Xbox partner preview recently, and they showed a bunch of Xbox games. There are two games that I want to highlight. Well, first one being Subnautica 2. Have you heard of Subnautica, like the first game at all?
Isn't it like Green Hell or some bullshit like that? But like
It's a
some,
survival game, but it's a survival game where you're on an alien ocean planet, and
mm,
like the objective is to go down further and further, like acquire equipment, discover about all the organisms around the ship,
it's
and
like
like
the forest kind of.
yeah, a little bit like the forest. And like what's cool about Subnautica 2 is that it's now going to be I believe 3-player co-op, so it's going to be just like the forest. So like you know what I'm saying, like.
Yeah.
I'm just as scared as the bullshit that goes on in Subnautica as I am in the forest. Because I don't know if you've seen any like spooky shit about Subnautica. Spooky
Not
time
at
game.
all. No, I haven't seen it.
No, you're not, and that's all where I'm gonna leave that. And the second game was a FBC Firebreak. Have you heard anything about this one?
FBC
It's a
Firebreak.
first-person game by Remedy in the Control universe. A Left 4 Dead style combat where you're going up against you're like an operative and you're going up against the fucking the hiss.
No way.
And it's self-published, which really makes me feel intrigued because if it was published by anybody else, I'd be like, they're gonna put a bunch of live service shit about the game, and it's gonna die in terms of player base in 3 months,
Yeah.
and they're gonna shut it down inside of a year because no one's playing it. But if it's self-published, it means it could occupy a similar space like Left 4 Dead does,
Mm.
where there's no servers tied to it. You can play online with it if you got people, you got friends to play with. You know what I mean? And there's
Yeah.
like you can play a single player. It'll just be with AI bots that hopefully are designed as well as like Left 4 Dead bots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like there's promise in it. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people, there's a lot of greedy fuckers that were like, oh, it shouldn't have been DLC for Control. And it's like, bro, how much more DLC do you want? And feel like people radically overestimate how much people play DLC. Go look at, and you can test this yourself. Go look at the completion rate for a main game versus DLC. Isn't it always less?
Yeah.
Like by a magnitude of like 5 times less people complete DLC than they do like the main game. So it's like, what fucking money are they gonna make by selling this like full experience at $20? You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
like buy it or don't. You know what I mean? If you don't want it, don't buy it. Speak with your wallet. But like, I don't know. I'm intrigued by the fact that it's self-published, and it's like, you know, as long as this shit works offline with bots, like, hey, I'll buy this shit. You know what I mean? It's like give me just as long as it's not like an online only bullshit live service.
I'd want to see more about this game before I'd
It looks
financially
nice.
commit to it like that.
It looks nice, and like I don't know, some people are like, oh, it should. The part of the reason why they say it should have been DLC is because it's like they already got all the assets, but it's like making a first-person game is different than making a third-person game. Like I don't think people understand you have to fuck with the geometry just to make it look like just to make you know what I mean? Because the perspective shift isn't always 1-to-1. To get a
Mm.
good looking first person game is different than getting it. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
work involved, is all I'm saying. It's not just oh we've made the environment already. Just plug it. Just type in first person mode and the shit works. All right, let's sell it for 40, 60, 60, $70. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like I felt let's trust Remedy before they. You know what I mean? They haven't fucked us just yet. So let's wait, you know, say fuck us, then we can, you know, wag our fingers at them. But like, you know, they haven't led us astray just yet.
Yeah.
That was my news.
What's your news?
What's your news? Next, I got the fucking pick. The pick, the movie pick way. And I picked SpongeBob SquarePants. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. We got Suspiria, 1977. Dario Argento. Hey, pizza pie! I'm Italian over here.
I'm in the movie already.
I'm in the fucking movies. There's fucking gory shit going down. Hey, how do you feel? I feel like the most gruesome death in this movie happens in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, when you show the heart.
I'm
You're
like,
just
come on. Apparently, that was a mandate by Dario Argento. He's like, I want to shock people. I want to shock people with the best death movie, so that when a woman struggles in barbed wire, it looks awkward.
Yeah. There's no sharp.
Which I feel like a dickhead because apparently like it looks awkward, but apparently like what they use it wasn't real barbed wire, of course, but like what they
Yeah.
used really was like suffocating, cutting off the circulation of that, and was making her uncomfortable. And I'm like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, it looks fake, and then I go from, oh man, that sounds rough. Actually,
Yeah.
I feel bad.
You think they do like a close up of like the skin being like tightened
Yeah,
by
something to
the
cut away from would have been nice, because otherwise, it's just.
yeah. Yo, it's real. I'm drowning in wine.
Like I feel like I mean Saw like I don't know if you've ever seen the first Saw movie, but there's a very
You don't know if
there-
I've
there's,
seen
there's,
the first Saw
there's
movie.
yeah there's a very similar death in like no like do you fuck with Saw? Like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I used to watch.
Okay, I listen. If you've seen all of them, that's cool. I just don't. Well, I don't know your whole fucking movie history, bro. How the fuck am I supposed to know?
I just feel like a lot of people fuck with Saw 1. It's like it's crazy. Like Chris Rock's in it, right?
Chris Rock isn't.
Oh, it's Danny Glover.
Chris Rock is in like part 10.
Oh, that's right. That's right. My word, I misremembered my Saw, my precious Saw.
But there's a very similar death in Saw, and like, of course, like they cheat a little bit because they edit the Saw movies are edited stupid for those death sequences specifically because they're like, oh, the camera's spinning, they're going super fast and shit. Well, like it is a little more convincing in the Saw movies because it's like they're cutting away to like their shit getting cut,
Yeah.
whereas in this one they're kind of a lot of like the damage is sold after the actress is dead. Basically.
Look at all how she's bleeding, God.
Look at all that blood that wasn't there when she was getting cut and screaming and shit.
She don't know what she's doing.
So apparently, a big piece of trivia about this film right off the bat is that it wasn't none of the audio was recorded during filming, so it was all fucking ADR and Foley and shit. And I don't know, it kind of does ruin it a little. Having like known the trivia, because it's like it's a dub. Well, there could be like what I mean. You can kind of live in that zone where it's like, it sounds awkward, some awkward ADR, but maybe that was just how it was. But like now knowing it, it's just like, man, those lips aren't moving in sync. What the fuck is they saying?
What are these Italian motherfuckers talking about?
But as corny as that is, like there is like how the movie starts is pretty intriguing. There's like a little bit of introduction about her becoming the main character. Jessica Harper, I believe, is the actress's name. Or like she's apparently like a very talented ballerina who's like going to Italy to like go to a school basically to like sharpen her craft and whatnot. And then there's like nice artful touches like the doors at the airport, how like there's a wide shot and like she's walking through and there's a woman ahead of her, like that's like 20 feet ahead of her and the door is open and like there's a kind of like a sneak preview of like the soundtrack a little bit. And it's like little touches like that are like, all right, movie, I see you.
Yeah.
You aren't just a schlocky ass campy ass fucking Italian horror shit. There's some nice touches to it. And apparently Dario Argento wanted the whole thing to be like an acid trip. So the cinematography process they used was they shot it on outdated film stock, and then they developed it in like a 50s. The last machine that was doing like a 50s style red, blue, green like development process, because apparently there was like one machine left doing it, and then like they developed it that way. So all like the gels, the red, blue, green gels that they use on all the lighting gets like emphasized by like by the sets are fucking opulent, bro. You know what I mean? They got this look at this textured wallpaper we got here that's fucking just gold and shit. Isn't that shit nice?
Yeah.
Italian.
We got style, motherfucker.
But yeah,
Americanos ain't got no style.
The score produced by Goblin was
Band,
apparently made before like the fucking shit was even shot. And Dario Argento was in it. Like apparently the lead singer just whispered gibberish into the fucking it's just nice, dude. It's just appropriately creepy, bro.
Yeah, it is, dude.
It was like how the movie starts, like she gets into a cab and the piss and rain out there in Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like she's it's kind of a whole she gets to like the front of like the ballerina shit as somebody's like very exiting and like very seemed like exigent circumstances. And she sees her like stumbling through the forest and shit that's lit by blue for some reason, blue and red and shit. Yeah, man, it's just so she gets there and like I don't know where to start with this movie just because there's a lot of like it's just ballerina, it's just weird shit going on. They're just weird ballerinas doing weird shit.
Yeah.
And come to find out, it's like it's fucking witchcraft. The first scare, the first scare after the big death scene is like incidental. Like the maggots aren't really tied to like the witchcraft or anything. There's no like, you know what I mean? It's just their shit, their supplies got rocked by maggots, and that's why they were dripping from the ceiling. Like I wasn't missing anything, right? Like the maggots raining from the ceiling was incidental to like the rations. You know what I mean? It had nothing to do with witches playing tricks on them or anything. Like it was like,
Right, because why would they play tricks on themselves and have the maggots fall in there?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a logic there. I don't know if it's just like that. that dark. You know where like some places curse, like there's a lot of flies, there's a lot of maggots. Like I don't know if that's the idea that they're trying to go for. But the incidental or like them wrecking the food storage is like a logical explanation for the maggots' existence, dude.
Because it's like I don't. Their goal is to get more in the coven, I suppose. You
Their
know what I
goal is
mean?
to get more in the
Isn't
coven,
isn't
like
that what
get
it
more
is?
people to join.
Isn't that what it is?
I,
Like,
I feel like
or is it? Because like, are they? Is it just these witches love ballerina shit, and they're like, let's just train them. Everybody that finds out about our witchcraft will kill.
I think the ballerina shit's just the front, like it's like a play that they all know to do, and like I don't
A
know if
front
they
for
live
what though?
long
Like, what is their like?
for
What is their
their
goal?
witch
Is their
shit.
goal to spread the coven? Is what I'm just saying. Is that what I'm to like? You know what I mean? What's the end goal to getting all these women in? Because we see what a failure looks like.
Yeah,
They fucking kill her in brutal, fucking brutal fashion.
yeah. I took it like that. Like it's almost like a group of witches who just keep inviting like women from other countries who are unknown, unsuspecting, and assume that this is an
So
academy.
when they kill them, do they siphon their power? Like, do they get their soul or some shit?
Yeah, I
It's
don't.
like I don't even know. Like,
Yeah, I don't know if any of these questions are really like at the
important.
front of of like the director, but
I don't know.
you know how
I just like it. I ask
no,
him.
no, I don't blame you, dude, because like it's the same kind of questions that lead you like, well, what's the whole purpose of this? And you see at a certain point, she's just kind of barking orders to the whole coven, but yeah, there's no information where it's like, oh, like
Just
they
a bunch of
keep that
Italian
new
ballerinas with cake freaking out over the witch coming
with
around.
cake. Like, does it make the witch live longer, like as a
The
ghost
cake?
form? No,
I hope so.
yeah, the
That's
sacrificed
where the
cake,
soul is resides.
imported cake, dude, from all across the world.
Good God.
It's too much cake. But yeah, dude, it that's you know that's the thing. Like I just took it like they're getting new blood, and I don't know if the new blood fuels like the old fucking witch or whatever the fuck, but you know the motherfuckers ain't definitely keeping them in here to kill to keep forever, and
Dead as hell.
yeah. I feel like the group is already who the group is. Like the vampires in Blade, like the people who are in are in. Maybe if they buy new people, but I don't think any of those people are, um, filling out any open roster spots.
And it's just weird. I'm trying to like get a sense of the coven. It's just like, did they excommunicate the blind guy simply because he brought heat on him? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, how did you bring heat on him?
well, because this dog bit a boy apparently off screen. It bit a boy.
But the boy was okay. You know what I mean? Like when you see the boy later, it's like, bro, like this was a couple
But that's
days.
what I mean. It's just like, did they want him dead for other reasons? And then they staged this whole. Because since it's off screen, is it implied that the boy didn't get bitten and they just wanted him out for whatever reason? You know what I mean? It's just like, where's I don't know.
Because that is a good question when they get to that guy and they try to take him out.
Because
Like, well, what's
there's
the
a specific
purpose? He's
he does
blind,
make
bro.
a scene where it's like, I'm blind, I can hear, I can still hear, and I suppose he's just like you know what I mean? He's like, kind of signing his own death warrant right then and there by like implying that he'll talk about what goes on that he's heard. You
Mm,
know what I mean? Because I
yeah,
assume that line implies that he's aware of the witchcraft shit,
yeah.
and he's just like, I just wanted the paycheck from you guys,
I just want to get paid. It's just a blind guy.
and then manipulate the dog, letting him do,
Yeah,
spreading his BP
yeah. They definitely
all the way
corrupt that
off.
sweet poor doggo, dude.
Apparently, that was filmed in a location where Hitler had a speech, and it's a location that's got a bunch of like significance historically speaking.
No way,
I would explain all the fucking wide shots.
dude. What? How wide is that shit? Because like it almost feels like it starts bending at a certain point around the edges.
Well, yeah, some of like you get 15 millimeters. It will like look like fisheye, bro.
Yeah, man. Guy's trying to fit everything on fucking screen
Oh
on
my
Fred,
god,
dude.
I've got stuff here,
I want you to see all my stuff.
and everybody getting off in a brutal fashion. I'm trying
Motherfuckers
to
doing backflips and shit.
they doing backflips. It's like, woo, they dead as
The
hell.
people's elbow.
People's elbow, stutter. I don't even know where to start with this movie. Just 'cause it's like we're calling. There's one scene where it's just like we're just chilling in the pool, we're just chilling in the pool, and it's like the zoom ins. I guess they're trying to build the tension.
Yeah.
I thought it was Dario Argento. Like, oh, look, check out these women in the pool real quick. She's nice.
Yeah, I don't know, like his whole like emphasis of water in that whole movie, like whether it's raining or whether it's rushing out of like I don't know what that fucking was. It feels like pipes or like a dam type of system. You know how they're supposed to manage the water and the fucking inflow.
God damn it.
Yeah. But the use of water, the use of colors, like when she first arrives from the airport, like the red that kind of surrounds her, or she's bathed in red as soon as she gets there, and then she's
She's
exiting.
bathed in red and blue, dude.
Yeah,
Police colors and shit, but
yeah,
it's like not police lighting. Just weird looking.
yeah, it is. And then like two ladies with red dresses, they're walking in front of her, and then there's red writing on the fucking on the signs there at the airport. So it's like, is he trying to use this red as like a primal indicator
Apparently,
of like
Dario Argento
something's
likes
going on?
killing people by throwing them through glass windows, skylights, and shit. That's a director trademark.
No.
Just kill them and throw them through the skylight. Shit's hype as hell.
Let the moon give them one last kiss before they enter the arms of death.
Just dip them violently before you kiss them.
Dip of violence. My word. My sweet fucking word.
Then you got Jessica Harper stabbing the invisible coven witch. She's just utilizing cheat codes. Stab.
Utilizing cheat codes on this.
Udo Kier from fucking Cell Block 99. You remember the guy who was from Cell Block 99? Just like, your wife has been captured, and there will be an abortionist who will kill your baby. Like
Yeah.
behind like the police window.
Yeah.
He's like a weird looking like German man. He's young as hell in this movie, and he's like, I'm gonna give you the exposition dump on these fucking witches. Broken minds, broken mirrors. It was wild to see him young as hell. And apparently he was like, oh, shit was awkward because the motherfucker speaking German and English, and I don't know what the fuck they're saying. And, like, there's no sound on set, so motherfuckers are like building a set, just hammering fucking nails in the next room while we're trying to deliver our lines. It's weird, bro.
Damn, dude.
There's no quiet on the set.
Yeah, shit.
Argento hated us.
Yeah, dang. You got no time for no bullshit.
God damn it, man. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. But man, that dude's use of color is definitely one of the most visually striking things you walk away from the movie for sure, dude. You know, let's the whole color kind of take frame. Sometimes you mix it, like we talked about the wallpapers, like the textures. Shit, dude. Not a lot of cuts.
Jessica Harper was scared as hell walking out of the shit where shit was like tearing apart. She's like, oh shit, the fucking explosions are right near my face, dude. That shit's scary as hell. Fucking bullshit. I wonder if that movie ends cold with just like the flames of the shit engulfing and motherfuckers screaming to death.
Yeah.
That shit cold as hell. And Jessica Harper just like, yeah, they dead as hell. We'll go get a beer.
Yeah, they burn it up all right. But that's what I'm telling you, dude. Like, I don't know if the water is supposed to represent something like some kind of purification or some cleanse or some protection. Like the way she kind of enters out and like, just starts smiling.
How she makes the barbed wire lady come back to life and try to kill her and shit. Jesus. The body of her?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, with the witch's room.
Fucking Zapatos.
Yeah. All right,
Joe
whatever.
Gyromancy edited the international version of Dawn of the Dead original.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Joe Gyromancy. That's how I knew that fool. I didn't, I never saw Suspira in college, but I was aware of Dario Argento because, like, that motherfucker must be crazy, dude. George R. R. Martin was like, I like that guy. Well, he can edit my shit because he's fucking crazy. Italian.
Because he's fucking crazy. Yeah, I guess this was like a type of this was a genre of Italian films, dude. It was Giallo? Giallo? I know how you say that.
Hello?
It's like Giallo.
My word.
Yeah, but I guess the idea here was like horror and like was it like crime fiction, and like it originated in the
It's
60s.
a trilogy. It's part of a trilogy of Dario Argento.
Is it?
The Mother's Trilogy, I believe it's called.
Ah,
I think Inferno and something else is involved in it.
oh shit. Did you
I
watch
assume
those?
more. No, I didn't watch. I assume more women get thrown through skylights.
I'm sure they all dead as hell. But fuck, dude. Yeah, the use of colors, like it sometimes like when it's yellow, I wonder if they're just trying to like
It's piss yellow in here.
yeah, it's trying to indicate like the character needs to take caution, right? When what's her name? The lead actress, she's getting rid of her food and her drink. So like it's a yellow fucking it's a yellow room, but then when she throws the shit in the toilet, cuts to like a red light over the toilet. So like, dude, what the fuck? Or the red light's just supposed to tell you like this is the thing. This was the not the poison, but the sedative measures that they were taking is laced in the food, is laced in the alcohol. Like, she's getting rid of this. There's just certain colors, right? And like obviously blue, blue could be like for sadness, but I don't think that tracks for the entire movie. Like when it's blue, I don't think it's
She's
it's
not
trying
a
to be
sad
fucking
girl.
sad. Yeah,
Turned into a bad behavior.
turn into a bad video. But fuck, dude.
Talk about sad girl.
I love the way it lingers, dude. It lets everybody's on top of their game. Like costume, like wardrobe is on fucking point. Whoever was the location scout fucking nailed it with this fucking building, and then the set designers, everybody who built the shit, painted the shit, like looks fucking great. The colors stand out in this horror fucking movie, dude.
Hey, we sidestepped the David Gordon Green remake of this film. Thank
I
God.
didn't watch that shit.
Thank God he didn't get a chance to make it. The remake, it's not a remake. It's a reimagining
way.
it's a reimagining in the universe because the director's like, I can't remake that shit. So it's like it's inspired by, which I think is I didn't watch the shit, but that's a better approach than a remake. I think.
No, yeah, for sure. You don't
He
got the
can add
sauce.
his own he had his own stamp to it while honoring the original shit.
Yeah, but then again, why would you want to remake a shit when you
I
make
mean,
your own
hey,
shit? Put some
I
sauce
mean,
in that.
hey, if he's got a story, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, apparently it's good. Like, I want to watch it eventually. I just didn't have time.
Would you
I didn't
remake
wanna.
anything if you had the
Come on, ain't
chance?
me, goddammit.
But I'm
Stop
asking
asking.
you.
I man, don't you fucking shut the fuck up asking me.
Bitch,
That's
boy.
right. Well, no, I wouldn't remake
That's what I'm saying. Don't you got your own shit
it.
to tell?
Man, I'm not about to judge the other person though. Shit, you didn't call me by your name,
No,
motherfucker.
I didn't make that shit. But hey,
Hey,
you already know what it is, dude.
I'm trying to see if I got any more trivia. I don't know what to say about this film because I want to go linear with it, but it's like it's a fantastic film.
Yeah, dude. Like there's like that's great, dude. Like it's nothing. You do what you
You
feel
picked
is
it
right.
deep. Well, it was deep. It's deep as hell. No,
It's
it's not that deep. I don't think there's any. I don't catch any like ulterior meaning to it,
uh,
unless it's like, oh, womanhood is like witchcraft. Spooky shit happens.
yeah, I don't know, dude. Like that's a hard thing to kind of determine. Like the one thing I looked at it look or what lens I looked through is just the institutions and how like the institutions can abuse power and like on the surface level there's something more uh malevolent underneath everything. You know what I mean? So like in this circumstance, it's like it's witches, dude. But the abuse of powers and just kind of like robbing people of their freedom and putting them through the ringer like how these women were that did get killed and then ultimately I forget what the fucking the American fucking girl's name. I don't know if it's Sarah or some bullshit, but
Not Jessica Harper.
yeah, yeah, Jessica Harper. But I think the palette that the film played in is fucking it's so interesting. Like that scene where you're talking
Red,
about
green, blue.
right like you're talking about the exterior shots outside and it's like fucking the Hitler speech. I think you're talking about that location. Like just the gray, the black, the white. It fucking looked good, dude. And like the series of shots, that followed and led up to that whole thing. It's refreshing to have these breaks and have these moments of different color kind of rotating as the movie is kind of going along, dude. And I think yeah, dude, it's hard. It's hard. Like I try to think like is she like isolated or is there an alienation thing kind of going on here? I'm like I don't know. He kind of has some friends, you know, that girl that kind of confided in her for the entire movie, where she's in the swimming pool with.
Yeah, and she gets rocked by the barbed wire.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up?
What's up with it, girl? Um, yeah, just Argento going dreamy though, dude.
David Lynch dream.
David Lynch dreamy for sure. But you know, um, I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to think what the movie did, because like it did a tracking shot like for a cool second there to open it right off the airport scene, but then everything else, like again, it lingers. It's great. Oh, the one scene I do remember is uh I think they're in the
Post
room
larva.
post larval.
Post. What's it called? The fucking bugs fall from the ceiling,
I think so. Yeah, post larva. Yeah, for sure.
and they see the invisible bitch.
Yeah, she's like sleeping behind the like yeah, and like they're all in the room and she's just kind of there snoring. But no, dude, it's the time we're in the room. And I think they're the characters that are talking right at the end before she kills her and turns her against her. They're having to talk. The color goes up to the light bulb. It has the little wiring and frame. Uh, Switches turns to this green fucking palette across the entire screen, and then I think that's when the character is deciding to exit as she sees like the light from the top of the door frame. You know, um, but I think a lot of moments like that were fucking dope. Or when he comes in and like he looks back, I think, and the door closes, and then you have like the foreground is the cup of wine, and it's being
Ooh,
sipped on. And there's a lot of moments where I'm like,
sip
it's
from that
fucking
goblet,
nice.
that wine goblet.
Yeah, the wine goblet. The movement's nice, but it's not trying to
Not
move
flashy.
every time. Yeah, exactly. For sure, it's not flashy, and it definitely lets its actors work in the scene. It doesn't have to rush things, and we have to hit this mark and then we have to hit this other fucking angle. Like the camera does linger, dude. And it's a slow burn, but damn, dude, I thought it's interesting. It's not over the top like mind trip, but I think there's enough of a mind trip thing going on here. And even at the slow burn pace, and even something like Ballerina is just like, what the fuck you talking about, bro? Like Academy and people's going missing and all this shit. But um, yeah, I just think it's super interesting. It reminds me of someone being creative with thinking about what does my film look like, dude, and like how it should look like, and someone that's like focusing on color so much, and on top of that, there is a lot of moments where they have the sauce, bro. There's movements in this shit. I think it's a well thought out movie, and just like the rolling credits at the end, like
I have people getting burned the fuck alive.
yeah.
Woo! At the end.
They fucking in on your dumbass. But I don't know, man. I just fuck with it, and I thought like it was a cool movie to kind of throw at you, where it's like it's a old school ass movie.
Yeah, it was one that's been in my purview for a while that I hadn't seen, and I was glad to finally cross it off the list. Yeah, she was nice all around. I think I pretty much covered everything I wanted to talk about, more or less. I don't know if you had any more.
Um, no, I mean the like I wrote some shit just trying to
I feel like we spent
brainstorm.
like 20 minutes talking about this movie, and I'm like, fuck, like I can't, that can't be everything I had.
Well, like just talk about the. I feel good talking about the things we felt like the good impressions or the bad impressions or
No, we gotta go deep. We gotta go 3 hours.
yeah, no. I like this approach, dude. What she does and what she goes through. Like I said, like if there's any moment that kind of sticks out, I don't know. I don't really know.
The
But
barbed wire Dougie?
the Bob Wire Dougie, but
We mixed that shit to Dougie.
yeah,
Everybody love me.
everybody love fuck, dude. But yeah, a lot of questions, to be asked. But I don't know if the director really set out to try to answer those questions or even make them.
I just wanted to make a spooky time film about ballerinas.
Yeah, like I haven't I didn't watch anything on his intention. I didn't read anything about like what the
Apparently he was
dude is.
suicidal after this came out, and he's like,
No
oh,
way.
yeah, he's like, oh, people didn't appreciate it like they would, like I thought they would and shit,
Yeah,
which is wild.
that is wild. It's like
Right, you didn't go through with it.
yeah, my word.
But
Yeah.
That was Suspiria.
Hey,
Speak. It's the Juego pick. Juego I picked for you was.
hey. Silent Hill. A 1999 banger.
It's the end of the world, and we don't. So Y2K for yes.
Y2K Konami, directed and written by Kaichiro Toyama.
Yeah.
I think the first question I think is like what kind of Harry you want to be, because there's so many endings to
He's a
this
writer.
game. Huh?
He's a writer.
Harry? Harry's a writer?
I think so. It doesn't come up a lot. I think it's like that's like online lore. You have to, 'cause I don't think it's in the game directly, unless I missed it. But apparently he's a writer.
He doesn't. I guess he doesn't speak like one.
Yeah.
It sounds a little more like plain. You
Yeah,
know?
the wolf.
Yeah, I mean, that's a nice theory, but I
He's
don't
just
know.
generic
That comes off.
American man looking for his daughter.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, like Harry has a series of choices, right? Like he can go out of his path and, you know, try to save and help people, or he can just stick to his main objective. And I think that's why like these games that, you know, they give you that option to be like, well, what kind of character you want to be, even if it's a GTA game, right? Like, or even with what's it called? Arthur Morgan. You know, what kind of Arthur Morgan do you want to be? But survival horror, third-person game, dude.
Tank controls. How do you feel about tank controls overall?
Yeah, tank
Because
controls.
there's this people are split about them. Some of them are like it's fucking outdated bullshit. And some of them are like, well, when you get scared and you fumble around with them because they're not normal controls, it adds to the tension because you know your lizard brain gets poked. You're like, oh god, I don't know what to do. Like I don't know how to quick turn, even though I know how to quick turn. You know, your brain gets fried, and like people like their adrenaline getting pumping, and them having to remember how to fucking control a game that kind of intentionally controls strange things. So, like, do you like that controls? Do you fuck with them? Do you agree with that philosophy of them being quote unquote purposefully shit?
They don't have to be purposely shit. I think they need to have a reason to exist. Silent Hill does a pretty good job. I think a lot of the moments with the tank controls match up really well with the framing of the camera. Like it feels cinematic. You know, I love this shit when it moves around the
Fuck
character.
you, Resident Evil. We are camera moves in this game.
Yeah, dude, and
they're just doing DX crotch chops.
Dude.
That's what Konami was. Dude. They were like, oh yeah, this whole game was, oh yeah, Resident Evil. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How about this?
No, dude, it's like I said, like this is probably the best representation of tank controls and how like it can make a game really, you know, really fucking move. You know what I mean? And have an impression on you more so than just like, yeah, this is just how it is. Like even in the remake that we did the LP on, dude, like there was nothing that really kind of left me like, wow, that was pretty cool the way they set this up. Because at the end of the day, video games.
Well, we didn't play
is
in
visual.
controls. I pushed out and played with the modern shit.
Yeah.
So I made it look real easy.
But you know what I mean? It's could have been shit could have been real fucking sweet, dude. But I don't know if they wanted to take that approach.
Plus, like comparing Resident Evil Classic to Silent Hill Classic is interesting just because the combat is better in Resident Evil, but it's B horror, whereas Silent Hill
Right.
wants to be taken more seriously as a horror.
I hear you, right?
And so it's like this thing where like the combat is supposed to suck for tension purposes, and you're like, man, I wanna fucking headshot this zombie. I wanna cut this zombie in half with the fucking shotgun, like in RE2 and shit. And it's like, Silent Hill really isn't about though the cathartic clapping of various monsters. It's not interested in that as much as RE. So you know what I mean? It's, you kind of see where like people like, I just want a Halloween spooky time game where I'm fighting giant snakes and Zambambos versus what's all this sad shit? Come you sad? Come all these ghosts sad and shit.
You sad ass motherfucker.
Get yourself some Zoloft, you fucking ghost bastards.
But the tank controls, the only reason they're annoying here is because like you have to aim in the direction first and then move forward. So to me, like, you know, it feels like if you're maneuvering a fucking like a boat on water type of shit. Like it's not as smooth as you think. It took me a minute to kind of understand.
At least
like,
he
alright,
hustles with that sprint button at least.
Yeah, he does. He does. And the sprint button being on square instead of X.
You're full cutting there.
Yeah, he is cutting fucking up. The only problem with the tank controls too is some of the I guess some of the gameplay where you're actually trying to shoot the enemy like they're off screen. It's like, well,
It is
what the fuck?
it's auto aim though, isn't it?
It is auto
Like
aim. But,
as somebody who's played Alisa recently, which does not have auto aim, you gotta angle the motherfucker,
sure.
and the only indication you have is like a crosshair symbol that lights up.
Yeah.
You're aiming at an enemy. You better thank your lucky stars for every time you got that auto aim in a survival horror game.
It does. I feel like it robs me a little bit of the fun.
Would you rather do without
arcade
auto
action.
aim?
Yeah, I kind of want to like
You want to do the where is he, motherfucker?
a little bit.
Alright.
To me, I want to be, you know, I want to be tested in that sense. You know, the auto aim just kind of feels like, oh, I just really have to give myself some space, you know, lock on and, you know, hit that motherfucker with some lead.
You do gotta aim at some point.
Yeah.
Up and down. Well, at least unless I'm thinking of another game, but don't you have to angle it like up and down?
True. I don't remember even doing that. I just remember locking on with the trigger and.
Hate Silent Hill.
Oh,
Fuck you, Toyama, you motherfuckers.
No, dude, the game though, like the way it opens up is so wild because it's just like it's almost like a dream because it is. But car crash, wakes up, looks over, passengers fucking.
Hey
gone.
Cheryl, what the fuck you doing all over the road here?
Yeah, where the fuck is Cheryl?
Alyssa, what are you doing? Wait, who the fuck? Cheryl, you're right here. Alyssa's right there. Who the fuck's Alyssa?
Yeah, and I guess like
Oh, there's kids over here.
there's kids over here. There's kids all over this motherfucker. No, it's just one.
Oh, there's a police officer. Leather pants are so tight.
The pants are so tight. Yeah, it's weird, like seeing like the clips of like Sybil driving alongside Harry as he's getting closer to Silent Hill.
She's tripping off that Silent Hill fog. She's like, I'm
Yeah,
high as hell right now.
and like Sybil's so weird because like like what business does she have in Silent Hill if I believe she's a cop from the next town over?
Hey, I don't know. Fuck.
You get what I'm saying? Like every other character we meet has some business in Silent Hill, and that's why they're
It
there.
was foretold by Gyromancy.
It was foretold. Fucking.
Apparently that was some mistranslated bullshit
No way.
from Japanese to English.
What was I supposed to say?
I don't know what the fuck. It was mistranslated. Japanese doesn't, for those uninitiated, doesn't translate one-to-one with English.
Damn.
So the motherfuckers who translate have to interpret a lot of the times. And they get shit wrong.
They get that shit wrong. But yeah, no, dude. Harry wakes up from that shit like when he meets Sybil, but it's you know, it's a big question of like, what is this place, right? What the fuck is Silent Hill? Like, why are the creatures coming out?
It's a
Why-
real city, but you know, if you happen to be around some supernatural shit, it takes on this foggy nightmare realm shit.
right? I
And
mean,
nightmare realm within the nightmare.
exactly. It's like an alternate dimension, nightmare realm where we're already living in a nightmare type
Look.
of thing.
Jurassic Park. You got pterodactyls on the
Yeah, exactly. But you You do meet like the little stabby fuckers that look like bears almost.
Little kids over here, and like it might not be readily apparent. Like you can't discern like what the meaning of the creatures are, but they're all tied to Alisa's like childhood torturing, basically.
Oh no.
Little
way.
knife children are like her experience in her rough experience in school and shit, and like kids cutting deep with like the words and their actions and shit. And you got, you know what I mean? You got the nurses, of course, that are pretty obvious given Alyssa's childhood. What's up? You were burnt and thrown in a pit and you didn't die? You saw a lot of doctors, I bet. I bet they took on the form of some scary shit, and like the bugs are supposed to mean like filth and like decay and shit.
No, no way.
And, like the monkey like creatures are supposed to like depict like being like illness and like being hunched over like apes and whatnot. Like they're all the enemies are tied thematically, is basically what I'm saying. They didn't just throw zombies and spiders and the shit because they're scary. What I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's the theme with Silent Hills. All the shit is there's some. So what's the term? There's intention behind a lot of the shit.
Dude, like, and that's the one thing I walked away from Silent Hill where I'm like, fuck, I played this shit and I don't know what the fuck is going on, basically.
Woo! That game doesn't give you any answers for a long time.
Yeah, no, it really doesn't. You get some hints, like you get the idea, like, oh, Lisa was
You run into
taking advantage.
You run into Soup Man, who's like, "Yeah, I'm killing the creatures over here, but I'm shady. You don't know if I'm telling you the whole truth."
Soup Man.
Soup Man, I'm Kaufman over here.
Oh, Kaufman, yeah, the doctor, no?
Soup Man, I'm Doctor Villain Man.
Doctor Villain. I got this shit
I'm
right
Doctor
here.
Antihero Man. I'm killing creatures, but am I on your side? You don't know.
You don't know yet.
You don't know. Am I? I'm not. But am I? You don't know.
What do the dogs mean?
I might have something to do with what's going on right now, but I'm not letting you know that I know what's going on.
You son of a bitch.
What do you do? Did you do the side quest where you like get the red shit from the motorcycles?
I got the
yeah.
good
Like, what the fuck you doing with my shit over here?
Yeah.
I'm completely innocent, by the way. Hey, let me be real. Did you kill Sybil?
No, I saved her.
You say? How'd you know to save her?
You gotta save her, brother.
Did you know?
I
Did
know
you?
liquid.
No bullshit. Did you know beforehand to save her, like in any like a guide capacity or anything? Because I killed the
No.
shit out of her the first time because I didn't know,
No.
and I did the quest,
I was.
and I didn't like. It didn't occur to me to throw the shit at her.
Sure.
I'm just like, I guess I gotta clap you now, Sybil. You should have been standing there.
She should have been standing. I should have killed you when I had the chance, Sybil. And she tells you, hey, don't use that gun
You
against me.
waving your tie leather keister in my face.
No, I definitely wanted to get the good ending, so I wanted to make sure, like, hey,
This
what do we
motherfucker, did you
do?
know that there were alternate endings?
Yes, I did.
You motherfucker. How much did you know before you played it? How much you got spoiled on?
That's it. Just that, like, hey, if you want to do
How did you get spoiled on that, by the way?
the good
I don't want to
plus
harp on it. How did you know that there were multiple endings in the game? Because it's like, you think about Resident Evil, it's just like, you just escape or you don't. Like, there's you can, like, I guess you can rescue Chris or not.
Yeah.
And you get a funny ending where it's like, hey, Chris is still...
No.
the fucking mansion explodes.
God damn. I guess it was notorious that Silent Hill had multiple
Oh, so you
endings.
just known for years that it had multiple endings.
Yeah. Because
Damn.
there's not too many games that give you that kind of option, dude. And Silent Hill being like one of those hyped games of old.
Did you know about the bad ending? Did you like
The bad ending
Did you?
where you have to kill Sybil and just basically do your own shit?
No, I just mean the bad ending is like it was all a dream. You died in the accident.
My word. No, I didn't explore. I don't even know what happens in those other endings.
I'm spoiling you on all of them.
Yeah. So
but
what
yeah,
happens
well, the
in
bad
worst one?
ending is when you. It just cuts to a shot of Harry dead, the horn going off in the car, and it was all a dream.
Holy shit. So he died, and that was like his last burst of like.
Yeah, the whole game was it's all a dream. Fuck you.
Shit. And what's the? Is
And
there
there's a
just
joke
four
ending.
endings,
There's
or
a
is
joke.
there
You
more?
know about the joke ending?
No.
You go to the top of the lighthouse with a joke item, and you call the UFOs. Like, and you say, hey, what's up, UFOs?
Oh, you have to beat it once at least to get to that shit.
Yeah. hey, what's up, UFOs? And they abduct your shit. And like, yeah, you don't know what happened to your daughter, but you escaped with UFOs.
That's wild as hell.
That is indeed wild as hell. Shit.
Did you do the fear mode?
What's fear mode?
Isn't that like the second playthrough?
No, I played through it a second time, but it was a new file.
Oh shit.
And getting new game plus shit. But yeah, I clapped Sybil, and the only difference between that is like your Sybil's dead, so you're walking out alone.
With the new baby.
With the baby, yeah.
Is it more than 4 or is it?
I think it's just there's like that variation of like you leave with Sybil, you don't leave with Sybil, bad ending, joke ending.
Oh no way.
Yeah. Yeah, Akira, what do you think of the music? Music is fucking grimy as fuck, isn't it?
Yeah,
What's shit nice?
it's grimy like death grips. You know how they say like industrial shit. Like that's what it kind of reminds
Do you
me.
get like a little bit of the hip hop
Hell
shit? No, you don't get any of the hip hop boys.
no. I
Okay,
hear
okay,
like
okay.
hammer striking anvils type of
So
shit.
there's
Dude.
so that's maybe more in some other release shit. And how he made it was hip hop because he had a bunch of like I don't know how to describe it. CDs that were like, hey, I put a mic up to my guitar feeding back onto itself, and it made a bunch of weird fucking sounds. And there were CD libraries called like Bizarre Guitar Volume 1, 2, 3 type shit. And it's a bunch of shit that apparently a lot of people sampled. And what I mean when I say the shit's hip hop is like Akira Yamaoka, since he was like the sound director, he was in charge of like basically all the sound with the exception of the voice acting. Is he had to cut some corners and like sample some shit as opposed to creating all the music on his own. And like so he like took some of the samples from like Distorted Reality, like all these instruments are just feeding back on each other for hours, and then they sample it, and Akira Yamaoka is sampling those samples, so it's like what I mean?
Sure.
He's creating all this wild like industrial hip hopish like because there's drum beats and all of that. You know what I mean? Maybe the hip hop shit is more clear on the sequels, but like there's some hip hop shit going on there. It's just nice as hell.
That shit nice as hell.
Some of the like American like fucking inspirations because I like a lot of the inspirations from American. Were David Lynch shit, Twin Peaks, Jacob's Ladder for a lot of the hell imagery, and Suspiria. And apparently, the game was initially supposed to be an adaptation of Stephen King's The Mist, but they couldn't get a hold of Stephen King. And they were like, man, this motherfucker, we couldn't get a hold of like the legendary writer all the way in Japan, and like get clearance. So it's like we had to like, what is his name? Toyama had to come to. He came to America for E3 one year. And he was kind of partially to scout, like America, because it's a Western, like it takes place in the West, so they had to like scout, like had to like take pictures and like scout for shit. And Atlanta, Georgia was E3 2000, E3 98 or 99, and he had to like, apparently he got robbed for like $2 in Atlanta.
No,
he only had $2 on him, but it was like he spent some time in Atlanta, Georgia, and Illinois. In like a kind of music, a museum, abandoned place, and it kind of informed a lot of his like experience with the game because it's like it was scary because I'm like a foreign man, I can't speak English, and I don't have a tour guide basically, so I'm like just a foreign man in a foreign land, and it kind of carried over into a lot of the anxiety of the game and shit. So sure, nice as hell.
That's interesting, dude. I think the thing I definitely wanted to get into with Silent Hill is the character Harry. He's a little more straightforward. I guess he's trusting. He anticipates the best in people. He's not like Jesse Faden.
I mean, Sybil does give him a fucking sidearm, which is like against police protocol and IRL at least.
No, for
you
sure.
know what I mean? It's like, citizen, some shit's going down. Here's my pistol.
Yes.
Make sure you fill out my paperwork every time you fire a bullet.
I'm attached to that pistol now.
Yeah.
But he's not like Jesse, where like we talked about like Jesse's personality and like how we had different opinions.
I like Jesse's like, man, some weird shit's going down. I'm down.
But
And like that kind of fed into like, well, she's like, she doesn't react to a lot of weird shit. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just like because she's not Nathan Drake. We're just going whoa 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 wee wah, weird shit going down. Woo!
Yeah.
She's like every, you know what I mean? As opposed to like, man, I'm down with all this shit. Yeah.
yeah.
It was kind of different flavor for me.
Yeah, she's a different flavor. She also feels you know, like she has her own personality. That's why she's like very skeptical when she meets new people, right? She has her doubts, and like you know, she vocalizes those doubts, right? We're informed as the audience that this person doesn't trust them, as opposed to Harry. Harry is like the complete opposite of that, where he's just like almost too trusting of all these people, and like that's why him going out of his way and helping all these other people and oh shit, Sybil's not back. I gotta go find Sybil. What the fuck's up with this?
Where you in, Sybil? What the fuck you doing in this rusted out amusement park?
Yeah.
Shit, well, you look like a fucking zombie, girl. Shit, I'm gonna have to cap you now. Well, God, get off me! I gotta unload the clip. He came at me. You saw her. You saw her. I'm still mad though. You have to. God damn it.
Fuck
You get that extended slow motion shot of like, the shit spinning.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of the very end when Kaufman comes in. He's like, "Hey, you spooky bitch,
Take this.
yeah."
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's just like
Oh, Lisa's like what was your journey with Lisa? Because the game tries to like pull some Sixth Sense shit with you a little bit about her character.
Yeah, well, like it's weird, dude. Because like at one moment, like you're with someone else, and then the next moment you wake up and you're with Lisa. Like, bro, what the fuck going on? You know?
She
what I mean?
knows.
But
And
she
did
knew-
you detect that she was weird like the first time you met her and like something was off about her, or were you just like, hey, well, thank God, like some weird shit's going down and you seem all right?
Yeah, I mean, like the game kind of sets up Sybil as like just a normal person. So every time I met someone new, you know, Kaufman or
It was
Lisa.
foretold by Gyro.
Yeah,
Dahlia
Yeah,
Gillespie.
Dahlia is the only one where it's just like this motherfucker crazy as hell the way she kind of like twists her body over here and reveals
Old
herself.
Avril Lavigne looking bitch. Where'd you get that tie from?
That's
that tie.
That's hilarious. Yeah, she do have a fucking tie, dude. But everybody's kind of presented normal up to a certain point, and then you go, what the fuck's going on here? But yeah, no, with Lisa, it's more of a reveal, like, oh shit,
And you
she's
find out that
dead,
she's
bro.
not evil. She just
No.
doesn't know she's. You know what I mean? Because you
Yeah.
think, oh, you're suspicious of everybody. You're just like, God damn, I'm kind of sad that I thought you were evil. You're just fucking ignorant of your situation right now. I think it's fucked up how Harry's like, fucking stage. He like holds the door closed when she reveals like when blood comes like dripping down her face. She's like, hold the bitch back. Well, you ain't like she's a ghost, bro. I don't think that's doing anything. Oh, I guess it does though, because she's Harry, let me out.
Yeah, it sucks, dude, because it's obviously hinted that she's abused too, that she was kind of taken advantage of in a way.
Well, she's like, yeah, because she was like, she's taking care of this child that won't die, and she's like, fuck, because she's not evil in any way. She's just like, this is cancerous to my soul right now, and she just won't die, dude. Damn. I think it was an old Twilight Zone episode. No, it was not an old one. It was the early 2000s remake Twilight Zone episode where some guy wished that no one would die ever, and a haunting after effect of that was that people still experience pain. So like, I think he for some reason, I don't think he was a nurse or something, because he was at a hospital watching people come in, and like there was a dude who was like fatally burned, but he won't die, and he's just experiencing these fatal burns, and he can't die. He's like, wow, I fucked up with this wish. People need to die, I guess.
They need to die. Dang it! Go back enter the the gates of heaven. God dang!
Say, Peter, come back.
The rum hitting when the rum hitting. No, yeah, dude. Everybody's kind of presented normal Lisa. Like it does suck. I think at the end, doesn't he kind of like slap her butt or some shit like that? Kind of like.
Who's slapping butts?
Lisa and that, remember at the end, Lisa kind of grabs that motherfucker and like, you ain't going nowhere.
Oh no, he doesn't. She gets revenge on, but you're phrasing it like she just. Let me get a piece of that Kaufman tush real quick.
Yeah, what did he do?
No, Kaufman. The lore goes that like there was like a lot of drug activity in Silent Hill, and that he was kind of keeping Lisa blackmailed with like because she was addicted as well.
Oh,
And
shit.
she's like if you want your next fix, you better take care of this child that won't die. And she's like, fuck, I'm hooked. And you know what I mean? There's another dimension to her character. That's why Kaufman. That's why Kaufman gets roped. she's just like, you're staying in hell with me. Is really what it comes down to.
No, because there's a moment where like the game.
Yeah, she
ends.
comes up and she's like, this shit. We're descending back into hell permanently, and like you're coming with me.
You know, after that, when the game ends, there's a credit.
No,
for, like,
there's a gag reel, is what it is.
Yeah.
It's a gag reel.
It's a fucking gag reel.
I think that's a gross misuse of like CGI that took weeks for one man and working alone.
I want to
for
go
weeks.
home.
No, he was trying to make name. Some part of it is like, hey, Japanese work week is fucked.
Yeah.
60-hour work weeks are normalized over there, and like regardless of how unhealthy it is to them, people will still do them. But like it was like I want to show people that I can do CGI 3D right, and so I'll sleep under my desk and shit. And it's like, I hope the motherfucker got paid. Is all I'm saying. I hope he got some overtime for this shit. Because they were showing off that shit at E3, and it was like talk of the town at E3 that year. He went where it was just like, hey, hey, go get fucked, Resident Evil. Look at this shit. This shit's fucking hype as hell. You got your fucking expensive CGI. Look at this shit. You see this? This is some hype shit right here.
Grabs his crotch aggressively.
He's like, you see this shit? This shit's hype right.
I'm gonna drag these across your forehead, you dumb bastards.
Yeah. Excited with your.
Dude, Silent Hill, like the weapons, right? It's the hunting rifle, the shotgun.
What do you think of the bosses?
The pistol. Bro, shut the fuck up with that dumb. Nah, the bosses. Hey, the bosses were kind of a trick because they were like you said,
because they build up to it a little bit, or the first boss at least, where it's like there's this mythology about a lizard.
Oh right, the story that's attached to Harry.
That's kind of like Alisa's like part of her, like how that boss is connected is like Alisa's fear with the boiler and the sound it makes when like it powered on in the colder months. And she's just like, you know what I mean? She kind of associated that mythology with it. So when you fight it, after like being built up to it, it's supposed to be. There's a lot of little scary, spooky shit going on in this game. In the school specifically, like the little cat.
Yeah.
Where you there, and then you go to the Nightmare Realm, and it's just a blood-stained cabinet. Then they jump scare you with a body randomly and shit.
Right.
It's just fun. And the shotgun room, where it transports you fucking floor to floor.
Yeah.
Like, are you like fucked off with? What the fuck? I'm on the second floor now. What the fuck you doing with me, game?
Yeah.
It's just like that's some PT shit right there in 1999.
It's fucking with your sense of direction for sure, dude. Those
Kiryu Yamaoka fucking with you like. He's just fucking like. Fucking hit it, punching the fucking organ and shit. And He's just like, are you scared yet, motherfucker?
Yeah, because it's not like Suspiria, like the way they tackle their horror and how to score it.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he's sampling a bunch of like weird metal, like industrial shit. He's like, I know how to fucking. You're not gonna know where the fuck you are.
It's
Never forget when. I think one of the best moments in the game is when you crawl through the school and you end up in the hell version of the school. I've been here before. There's a fucking sigil on the. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like that fucking. You kicks in. And you're like, oh God, I'm not supposed to be here today.
I missed my turn. I was just.
Oh God, give me my fog back.
Give me my fog back. But yeah, all the monsters being bugs. I think the second one where it's like the centipede thing that kind of goes in the sand and jumps out. You know, I was like, oh dude, I wonder if like Resident Evil was inspired by this, because
yeah, that's like a dual phase boss battle.
Yeah. and the way it kind of burrows into the ground and jumps out and
This
Trap
fool
lunges
knew about
at-
Sybil. You got fucking well. I bullshit. I'm calling bullshit that you knew about this.
about.
About the throwing the shit. Like, how did you get it the first time?
I told you I knew there was a good
Ah,
ending, so I need to follow what does a good ending do. Hey, save this fool. Oh, say less, man.
So you didn't fire at Sybil at all? Damn.
Not a single shot. Dude, she tells you in the
Like, stop
beginning
firing at
too.
me!
This-
Stop coming at me! I don't want to kill you!
Dude,
As I'm unloading.
Yeah, this one. My word.
Stop!
Have you no soul, man.
I don't be knowing shit.
When she gives you the gun, dude, she's like, "Hey, don't use this against me. Don't shoot at me. Don't fire at me by
Ah,
accident."
that's so good, and I'm just realizing that now. Bullshit.
My sweet baby Ray.
She should have been.
She shouldn't have. This fool went full lead farmer on poor Sybil, dude. My word. Have you no shame, dude? She helped you.
Did you catch how they replaced the models in the opening cutscene? How like it's initially Harry's wife going, one little baby. There's that scene where you're like, I found a baby, and like it's Harry's wife initially. He's like, it's a little baby, and like if you watch the cutscene over after you finish the game, it replaces the model with Sybil, and she's because it's implied that when they both escape, they're like they raised a new child. So it's like, ooh, Sybil's like,
Yeah.
a little baby child.
And what the fuck's up with that baby, dude?
What baby?
The baby
Because
that
so
they walk
so
away with.
how it works out is Cheryl and Alisa were once the same and they split,
Yeah.
and so like at the end there, Alyssa's like, I split again. Like, listen, you came here looking for your daughter. Like, here she is. It's not exactly her. But like, what do you want me to do?
New Game Plus, kid?
Dahlia fucking maybe one person again, bro. So like, you know what I mean? I can't get your daughter back. I'm split again. This is the best you could do.
My word.
So here it is. And of course you're Harry. It's like I'm not gonna. You know what I mean?
Cheryl?
I'm gonna. This isn't Cheryl, but it's like, what is he gonna do? He's like, give
Slap
me
her,
Cheryl
man.
back. And as the shit's blowing up around him,
He's got to.
get the fuck out of here.
Pull out that shotgun. Oh, but the weapons, dude. I didn't use any of the melee at all. Not the
didn't- you
knife,
didn't
not the
Kick the
axe.
motherfucker where they were down.
I hope you.
Did
Yeah,
you kick them while they were down?
I've kicked them for sure, but not
You
anything
fucking
else.
kid bastards!
You
Stop
use the
that shit.
hammers. You can get a katana in this game. I think you can probably use a chainsaw.
Yeah, you gotta play the new game plus.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Did you get the chainsaw to skin your ass raw?
Play it fucking 4 times.
Did you?
You
Hey,
think
you
I
play
did?
it once. You play it. Okay, boy. You play it once and then you get it early on. Calm your shit down.
No.
If you played it once right, it's like 2 1/4 LPs you have to do to get the chainsaw.
There's a
Don't be
katana.
spreading misinformation
This-
about my Silent Hill, you motherfucker. You 4 LPs to get a katana? Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
That's how much it takes for like katana shit. You don't want to try every shit like
I'm saying it doesn't. It takes like 1 if you do it right.
for the
doesn't it?
chainsaw shit. Yeah.
For the katana, do no?
I thought the katana had to be unlocked by getting all the endings. You have to.
I don't be knowing shit.
I don't be knowing.
I thought you get all this shit from the. Maybe I'm thinking of the second game. I don't know. Shit.
Did you get busy with the
Fuck outta here.
melee? Jeez, my word, he's grabbing his.
I
crotch.
know. I got busy with the melee. I just stomp motherfuckers. I'm like, get them on the ground. I'll stomp them.
Yeah.
I'll stomp them real fast.
So is
Kicking the shit out of them until the radio shuts up.
So we both played this game, and neither of us messed with the melee. They gave us a lot of options, dude.
I mess with the melee. I just didn't depend on it.
Maybe it's
Son
more
of
of
a
a
bitch.
necessity for hard.
I wave. I wave. Oh, one piece of trivia on this shit. So since they didn't have any Western schools to reference, they
Yeah.
just watched Kindergarten Cop and
No.
based it around. They
Wait.
based how that school looked around Kindergarten Cop. Just fucking weird. When you get to the roof, you can tell because it's very Japanese style that they didn't have any reference
drain?
for they didn't have any reference for the roof because there's no roof scenes in Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
Like, just make it a Japanese style roof. We don't know what the fuck. But yeah, should type it hell.
Yeah, the cult. the occult and the cult following was an interesting blend because it's I don't think it's a Samuel.
It's just there. What was it? The name of Silent Hill was derived from somebody was from I think it's pronounced Shinzaoka in Japan, and that translates to quiet town, and they just like took Silent Hill as like the name. Shit, that's cool. But yeah, Silent Hill. I'm glad I was able to get you to play this one because people sleep on the first one, bro. It's like it's all about the second one.
Why would they sleep on the first one?
Because it's like it's on PSX and like the disc costs a lot, and I don't think people are aware that the PS Store is selling Silent Hill 1 for $6. But if they do, they wouldn't be sleeping on the fucking game.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's true.
So they think of it as, oh, I gotta pay 3 digits to get a fucking disc for the game. It's like, you don't. It's on that fucking store you forgot about. But it just gets slept on because, like, oh, people like, why did they remake 2 first? It's because 2 is more popular. Is why. It's like there's questions. The people who played 2 remake are like, they probably won't remake 1 just because they put parts of 1 and how they elongated 2 in. They put parts of 1 into remake, so it's like, just do the popular ones.
Do you think that's the same approach they did with Metal Gear, where they're like, let's just do 3 instead of going to 1?
I don't know what the fuck's going on with Konami. All I know is that they put all their money in pachinko machines, and they're like, we're not making games anymore. And then Japanese law changed and cut into their profits, and then like, oh, we gotta go back to games.
We gotta make.
What do you guys like? You guys like Metal Gear 3, Silent Hill 2? We'll make them.
On the
So they're
double.
walker shaming back to fucking gaming, and like, it worked out in 2 apparently. 3 is still up in the air. Metal Gear 3 we'll see.
Comes out next year, right?
Yeah. Anyway, that's Silent Hill. You got any shit on Silent Hill? I'll fight you. I'm fight happy right now. It's the whiskey.
Do I have any shit on Silent Hill? Oh, the thing I wanted to ask you, dude, like, I know now it's obvious that Silent Hill and Resident Evil are 2 different franchises, but
Is it?
I kind of would have been down to play like a Sybil side of the story and kind of like experience the town through her the same way Resident Evil splits the story through two characters.
Well, not everything's gotta be like Silent Hill. You gotta beat the.
It just
Or Resident Evil. You gotta beat the.
It just set itself up kind of nicely to be like, oh, fuck, dude. Like, I'm kind of interested in what Sybil's whole deal here. Like, it made me ask questions about who she is and what she's doing. So,
The cops. She works the next town over.
you do, but I just, it's obvious that Harry's not like Leon or Chris, but like again, it lent itself to that expectation, dude. But, yeah, dude, the fog obviously is a nice way to create mystery and and hide the limitations of the game, or like with textures and stuff. But it's such a
We can't render all this shit at the same time.
yeah, it's nice, dude. What a brilliant fucking way to integrate it into your horror game. These motherfuckers, I don't know why 1 gets slept on. Again, it's like if this is the whole start of the thing, I don't know if Harry's a part of 2.
I can't. I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah, you don't have to. But that's why I'm just like, shit. I hope it's a franchise and it takes place through different perspectives and it's just different people.
Oh, let's talk about the movie. The movie's fucking bullshit. And it's not bullshit in the way you think. It's shot very confidently. In fact, for a 2006 film, even the CGI special effects look very nice. But why it sucks, the big vergit, is that the French director Christophe Gans, made a very stupid fucking decision, at which I got this fucking quote here. Alright, and this was 2006,
Yeah.
and it wasn't made for any, like, political correctness shit, but here, let me give you the quote. Why I think I'll talk about why it's bullshit after, but here's the quote here. It became clear, however, that Harry never acted like a masculine character. He was constantly dizzy, faking, talking to himself, screaming, and the fact was very, in fact, was very vulnerable. We didn't want to betray the game by changing the character's feelings and motivations, so we felt it was better to change to a female protagonist to retain all those important qualities. I don't want people to think I have been politically correct because we changed Harry into Rose. There is no political correctness in Silent Hill, bro. And my problem with this change to gender swapping Harry to Rose is that what guy wouldn't be scared of Silent Hill? You know what I mean? He's basically saying you're too bitch made and feminine to be a dude who's scared of Silent Hill. And I'm sorry, you're too bitch made to be afraid of nightmare ass Silent Hill. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
Just thinking about all the games we recommended for Spooky Time. Most of the Spooky Time games, it's like the lead character has been trained for action.
Yeah.
Probably the one time that's the exception is Alan Wake. Right? He's not a guy meant to.
I'm a writer.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a writer.
My sweet word, you made love to the audience's ear right now. But
that game does hammer it in your fucking skull though about being a writer.
It do, but
I'm just saying, this is fun.
for sure. The two characters, them kind of standing out in all those Spooky Time games that we referenced, like The Suffering, Condemned, Fear. These two, like, they stand out. So I like the approach. So I wish they didn't gender swap it. Like, you could still have this kind of like, the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I just think it's bullshit. That's I don't know.
It's more
the character's
relatable.
too bitch made, so let's make her a woman. It was his thought process, and I'm like, come on now, bro.
Is this in 2 or why
This
is
is this is the first movie.
Oh, the movie. So instead of Harry, you're saying they
it's
put
Rose.
Rose.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
And it's just they may also make the cult into a congregation, like a church-sized congregation. I'm just like, why couldn't you just make a Dahlia and like 4 faceless worshippers or something? You know what I mean? Why does it gotta be a fucking big ass congregation? And also they cut like an hour's worth of like Rose and Sybil fighting off like street side monsters and shit, and to the point where like the final cut of the movie is like, where the fuck did Sybil get that scratch on her forehead? We didn't see that shit.
Oh shit.
It skips over like large portions of the shit and it tries to like cover it up, but it's like,
Not a continuity.
you know what I mean? And it's just like, why did you fuck it up this bad, bro? Fuck you, pissed off Gons, dude. I don't know. So it's just like, a lot of people say, oh, it's a competent movie, and it's just like, I don't know, bro. They do a lot of stupid fucking decisions.
Would Silent Hill be better as a movie or a series?
They could pull it off as a movie, but they just needed to like commit to shit they didn't commit to. Like, give us street side like problems, and like there's shit that I can't talk about because it spoils other games.
Oh,
But there's shit that they do that like, it's why did you do that? That's fucking stupid.
Is the Silent Hill
I'm not saying
franchise-
nothing. Stop asking. Don't ask.
Is the Silent Hill franchise nice? Like even deep into like 4?
I ain't saying nothing about nothing. We'll talk about it later at a later time.
I just kind of feel like, am I late to the party with Silent
Yes,
Hill?
you're late to the fucking
Yeah.
party. You fucking your Vita.
Yeah.
This fool love classic PlayStation games. Yeah, playing Silent Hill. What's the matter, you?
Dude, tank control
What's
just
the matter, you?
just wasn't something I got a red.
What you got? You got through the whole game, so you're good.
Yo, no, yeah, now I do.
Good now, fool. It's like riding a bike.
But you gotta drive it backwards now with Resident Evil.
It's not even backwards. Your Vita shit carries over. Don't be a
Well,
puss. Don't be one of those guys.
You'll be fine.
Don't be one of those little millennial motherfuckers. Tank control.
I can play tank
I'm just
controls,
saying,
dude.
fool. Like a lot of bitch made folks that are just like. I mean, I doesn't have modern control schemes. You know.
I'm telling you, as a kid,
That's
bro.
what I gotta say about that shit.
My word, he's pulling out his Vegeta and stroking. He just essayed our audience, but
Jesus.
so licking the ear, stroking it within ear distance.
I'll do it again.
And he means it, but no, man, it's just it's a dope ass game. Like a lot of characters. There's still a lot of mystery, dude. Like again, I didn't come away with too much conclusion, like with like the entire cult and the drugs. I'm like, why the fuck did they decide to include the drugs mixed in the cult? Is this just what they used to try to explain the pacification or some of the behaviors of the side characters? You know what I mean? Like I just felt there's a lot of shit cooking in this pot, dude. You know, I was just still trying to make sense of it, dude. Shit. Like that whole demon shit. Like I guess the demon was running the whole shit until that motherfucker popped out the body.
Shit. Woo! I'm a demon now. I got wings.
I got wings. I shoot lightning on y'all motherfuckers. Think shit sweet.
Fuck you, Dahlia. You
Yeah.
get fucked in every ending. She's like, oh!
I won. I do declare.
Silent Hill.
Hey.
Trying to see if anything's gooch.
We're done. Silent Hill.
But
You're done.
yeah, this
I just think a lot of the shots were really fucking dope, dude. The cinematic shit, like even going up and down the stairs is really
lighthouse?
fucking visually. Yeah, in the lighthouse. It's visually nice, dude. We talked about going through like at the end of that dream.
Swab the deck, you
sequence-
dog.
Swab the deck.
You dog. You filthy dog. Calm down, Willem Dafoe. I'm just a little Robert Pattinson.
Jesus. He's gonna molest that man. He's gonna dip and kiss him.
That's just how they do it in the lighthouse.
I sweet little Batman.
My way.
But nah, dude, I just think it's dope, dude. And that's why I'm like I'm interested to see where the franchise goes from here. You know, being so late to the party and going like shit, kind of hype shit they got going on in these other installments.
I'll never say for you gotta experience for yourself. You put the shut.
that shit. Yeah, no, dude. Your boy with the Silent Hill, the bullshits.
Yeah, dude, different environments, right? Like you just kind of go to the school, to some of the houses,
You
hospitals.
go to the hospital and then you go to the nightmare hospital where it's all location.
Yeah.
Back to the Future style.
She said, but get back to the future stuff. After you go to the hospital, I think you go south to like the motels and shit like this. Like you explore more of what I thought you did.
Down to the Hell Motel.
Yeah, the hell motel. But yeah, dude, I was surprised with the actual size of the map and the places you got to go. But I did expect to be more areas of like exploration, like you enter a building.
This
there's
fool
more
wanted a fucking open world game in 1999.
No, hey, dude, like they cut out the fat and went straight to business, and I like that shit, dude. Like shit's locked, you can't really get too lost in that game.
Shit's locked.
You better know what you picking up, motherfucker.
Woo! I got no keys. Got a bottomless inventory system. You know, toy box. Your dump truck is the toy box. Put it all up your rear, Harry.
Dude, that's true. Yeah.
Crowbar, put it right up your bottomless pit.
Dude, there's so much shit. The puzzles, is there any puzzle that was
Puzzle was like, hey, you know music theory? Fuck you.
Dude, the piano shits. The piano shit was probably the hardest puzzle. I was just like, dude, what the fuck am I supposed to do here, man?
You know how to read music? Get fucked.
Nah. You know?
You better get fucked.
My sweet word.
Hey, wouldn't you mind getting fucked if you get a chance? Pull up a guy.
What? That was my hardest one. What did you have any puzzles that gave you the most fun?
All of them! Fucking.
Yeah.
So I don't be remembering shit. I blocked them all last.
I don't remember.
How about the ring puzzle? Did you get got by the man?
The ring puzzle.
Little fridge where you go to the fridge. Oh shit! Let me just snap it. Let me just open it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit,
Did you get clapped?
The what's it called?
This
the
fool.
little ring you're
Yeah.
supposed to put on
Did
the
you get
chain.
clapped by him or not?
No, I didn't, dude.
This fool looked up a guide. Bullshit.
What happens when you don't lock it up?
You get killed instantly.
What kills you? What does it look
You
like?
don't see it. You just some shit. You get it cuts to black and the door opens up. You get rocked by a fucking creature. Takes your BP. Your hairy BP.
In front of Cheryl?
Yeah.
My word.
And you're like, look away, Cheryl. And she's like,
I shan't, father.
On that note, no Silent Hill for you.
Shit, dude. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. But some backtracking, but not too much. Your boy Silent Hill'd out.
Damn, full Silent Hill. 1999. Oyama. Forever.
Let's move on to the sheets.
I'll give you a little pick over here. I got a little pick for you. I got a little movie pick. Frisbee that shit at your dome right now. Woo!
Movie pick over here.
What's a movie pick?
Okay, the movie pick says, "Oi, shield your bruvs, oys, from all the smeg gore."
Oh, Rare Quimby?
I mean, that's what came out,
I
dude.
got you.
Every Italian ballerina got a bakery.
Woo! It's true. I only noticed it on the third viewing of Suspira. It's true.
So, I examined every single cake, and it was pristine.
Freeze frame every single one.
This gyromancy-ass hoe took my daughter and hotboxed the whole town. Your boy done cooked. The Diaries of the Dip Kissologists. Hell yeah, dude. Gender swapped protagonist because men don't get scared. Hey,
So it's true. We don't
Dude.
cry, we don't get scared, except when we do.
they keep looking at me, okay? Let me see them kneecaps. By Danny Brown. My boy done pick Reefer Madden.
No, that's not picking that.
Oh, what the?
If
Hey,
you want to watch it, you can watch it. That's not the real pick.
Ah,
There's the
Hey,
real pick.
what
You
the-
missed.
Oh,
I
my,
chucked it at him violently.
my word. Censor 2021, directed and co-written by, is it Prano?
Yeah.
Prano Bailey Bond.
I've salvaged the tug of war with the intestines. I've kept in most of the screwdriver stuff. And I've only trimmed the tiniest bit of the end of the genitals. But some things should be left to the imagination.
Woo!
I haven't heard this shit.
Yeah, you haven't.
Shit.
That shit hype as hell. If you want to watch Reaver Madness, I might watch it probably.
I don't know. Shit, is it scary?
No.
Hey. Hey. You already know what it is. I already forgot the title of this shit, dude.
This one
God.
forgot the fucking shit already. Give me the fucking pick you got.
Please.
Man.
It's Censor. I wanted to say Control, but that was wrong. Censor
Fucking eat that.
2021. My word.
I stole this pick from him. It's the Fuego pick. Fuego pick I stole.
My sweet word.
Got What's love got to do with it? The video game featuring Diddy and Meek Mill. Hey, can you prove he got toggled by the diddler?
I don't know. It's just featuring them, dude.
Pac-Man World by David Cage, the gripping tale of a suicide Pac-Man non-guy?
Huh?
What in the fuck you right here?
It was hungry.
Who's hungry for something more? BPs. Metal Gear Solid 6, The Hole in Snake's Soul, a non-Kojima game.
Hey,
That shit gonna be weird as hell without
it's
Kojima.
not gonna be good.
Dead Space 4 the musical. And Isaac Clarke learn to love and kill again. Shit. Spider-Man Carnage on the streets of New York City. Damn. We got complete 8-hour DLC turned into a single-player story for $6.99. You putero. Puto.
You put that on, dude.
Oh, shit, we gotta unfold this piece of paper here. Fucking bullshit.
Playing brute force.
Silent Hill Folie do. Silent Hill 2.
Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
Folie do. I guess I'll give him a fucking game over here.
My sweet word.
Yeah,
He's
you're
aggressively
fucking-
grabbing his video.
Here it is. Grab
Holy.
Duel. There's 2 discs in there. And I got you the PC shit. Shit. And I'm recommending the what you call it? the second campaign.
The second campaign.
There's a second campaign. There's a standard campaign with James, and then there's the other campaign with what's it called? The fucking it's called some shit. There's a name for the shit. There's a name of the campaign, but it's Maria, who's also a character, and it's 2 hours.
Shit.
So you're playing both. You play the 12-hour normal shit and the regular campaign.
My word.
That's right. I recommending your recommend. That's right,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I probably won't beat that shit by Halloween
We're
then.
gonna beat that whole shit. It's gonna be out. We're gonna have the pod by Halloween.
Yeah.
Snap-
So they went with 2 players in the story after the first one?
No, it's fucking additional shit. Fool. There's
it's
the main
DLC?
campaign. There's no DLC. There's buy the additional version, the new version of the game that's got the new shit on it. That's because it predates DLC. You get to download shit on original Xbox, motherfucker. Huh? How you gonna download shit
No,
on the
there's some
original Xbox?
games that come with DLC, you know what I mean? Like a Resident Evil 4.
That's not, that's called an expansion pass. Well, you're not downloading it off the store. How
So-
can it's not downloadable content is DLC? Well, you didn't download this shit. It's
So-
already on the disc.
The original release didn't have the 2
No.
player. It was just one.
There's no
one
two-player
story.
mode. It's
Not
a
two-player,
campaign.
but you know what I'm
You're
saying.
confusing you, boy.
The
You're confusing the people.
story A and story B, right? You're saying that's what this
Yeah.
offers. But the initial
Scenario
release.
A, scenario B.
Oh, so the initial release had that or no?
No,
Oh shit.
it's dual campaigns. Fool. You're making it complicated. Like Avril Lavigne.
Oh my god. That shit's crazy. Relentless dreams.
Restless Dreams. This motherfucking can't read.
I came out the wrong word, bro. I just autopilot the R word right here.
Jesus Christ. Don't R-word this game.
Don't relentless this game. God damn it.
Don't irreversible this game.
Hey, but Jesus Christ.
I had another Monica Bellucci dream, and that shit was a nightmare.
My word. But this fool brought the dank in this shit.
And that's the episode. That's the fucking podcast episode, you little yerbitas. That's right. That's podcast episode number 18. Episode 19. It's podcast episode forever.com. Episode 19 forever.com. Forever Morty. Forever.com. Bedgeek.
This fool hates the audience.
We got any last words, motherfucker?
Hey, God bless.
Pistola to his head. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Hey, Silent Hill.
Was foretold by
Gyromancy!